Brother Isaac, Brother Biamenare, Chineke, ọrụ ọma anyị na obiọma anyị na eziokwu nke anyị kwuru n'ụwa ga-ekwuru anyị mgbe anyị amaghị isi. Ndị Igbo siri na ezi aha ka ego. Ka onye si eme ka ego si akpọ ya, ekwenyere m n'okwu ndị a kwụsị ike maka na ka onye na-eme obefe ama. Jizọs Kraịst ọkpara Chineke ma mba ezi omume na ezi aha, o wee jụọ ndị na-eso ụzọ ya sị, gịnị ka ndị mmadụ ji ama atụ? Onye ka ha nyere na mbụ? Onye na Matiu 16:12. Onye ka ndị mmadụ na-asị na gịnị ka eji ama atụ? Ana m ekwu ndị ahụ maara gị nke ọma, ọ bụghị ndị a na-ekweghị na ezi ihe ga-esi na Nazaret pụta, ndị chere na ezi ihe ọ bụla kwesịrị ịchọta ha n'aka, ndị ama akpọgbu osisi na-amị mkpụrụ, ndị nkwutọ, ọ bụghị ndị nna-ekwu. Ana m ekwu ndị a maara gị nke ọma, na-ekwu site n'ekwuru ma ọ bụ anya ukwu. Ofu ugboro ka e mere ka mmadụ nwa n'ụwa, ma nke ahụ gasịa ikpe esi ya. Ikpe esi ya site na ya ga-ebi ibu. Gịnị ka eji ama atụ? Onye ka ha na-asị n'efu? Gịnị ka eji echeta gị ma emesịa? Ọ bụ Chineke nara ekele n'ihi mere ka onye arụrụ ala anyị efu, ka ọ bụ mgbe echetara gị anya mmiri asa kemgbe ọ pụrụ n'ala anyị na anyị zuru ike? Onye ịgba nke simsimsim anaghị ekwe mmadụ ṅụọ mmiri ka ike. Gịnị ka eji ama atụ? Site n'ebe ị na-atụ anya ma ọ bụ ebe ị na-arụ ọrụ, onye ka ha na-asị na gịnị ka eji ama atụ? Ọ bụ onye anya ukwu nke ochie ahụ, onye okwu na ụka ahụ? Gịnị ka eji echeta gị? Site n'obodo nke aka gị a na-asị na ịbụ onye? Gịnị ka eji ama atụ? Ịmaghị onye oke chọọchị ahụ, ezigbo echegharị ka ọ bụ, ka a na-ahụta gị dịka onye ekwesịrị ntụkwasị obi. Oge ebido na ndị gị na ha na-ekpere Chineke, onye ka ha sịrị na akpọrọ gị onye nsọ ka ọ bụ onye iru abụọ ka ọ bụ onye chọọchị enweghị nchegharị? Jizọs jụrụ ndị eso ụzọ ya sị, onye ka ha sịrị na mbụ? Onye ka ha ji ama atụ? Ụfọdụ sịrị ya sị, ụfọdụ sịrị Elaịja, ụfọdụ John the Baptist, ndị ọzọ Jeremaya. Unu ga-echeta Elaịja na ndị amụma Baal. Unu ma John the Baptist, onye ozi ma ihe ọ bịara, onye atụrụ egwu mmadụ ọbụla nke pụrụ igbu naanị anụ arụ. Unu makwara nke ọma ije ya na Herọd na Herodayas, marakwa Jeremaya onye nche nwanne ya. N'ikpeazụ o wee jụọkwa ndị na-eso ụzọ ya sị, unu onwe unu onye ka unu na-asị na mbụ? Pita sị ya, gị onwe gị bụ Kraịst ahụ, ọkpara Chineke dị ndụ. Mụ na gị, onye ka ndị amaara anyị nke ọma na-asị na anyị? Gịnị ka eji ama atụ anyị? Nye anyị ezi omume na ọrụ ọma anyị na-anọchi anyị mgbe anyị anọghị nso. Onye ka ha na-asị na oke ajụjụ? Ka ị na-asa ajụjụ ọka na-asị ka ọ dị. Onye afọ na-asa asịrị Latịn na ya na-apụ, mana ya na-abịakwa ọzọ.
You are once again welcome to Inyima Biafra TV, Treasury of Excellent Knowledge. I am your servant evangelist, Inyima Carlo. I greet you on my personal behalf And I greet you on the behalf of the Lord, the owner, the creator, and the Messiah, the Redeemer of the whole universe. That is Jesus the Christ. And I say to you, special good evening from my base. It is 5:41 p.m., 5:41 in the evening, and today being Wednesday, the 20th of this month of April 2022. And without further delay, you can see the topic on the screen. It is suing for terrorism in Biafraland. Suing for terrorism in Biafraland. The oh no. The IPOB political solutionists versus the Autopiloters. I know many of us had come across the memo being written by the IPOB political solutionists under the leadership of the DOS. And the memo is about suing, okay, not directly or not outrightly the IPOB political solutionists, but that is how the narrative of the whole scenario go. The memo is referred to be written by one of the Igbo organizations, one of the Igbo unions, which is based in Germany. And it is about Igbo, or is it Igbos in Foreign Land Association. When I will play the video, I will remind us of the exact name, but many people is aware of the memo that I am talking about. The memo they have written against Simon Ekpa and his collaborators, and that is to say against the autopilot of the Biafra movement, as so called, as they claim to be, and it is what they claim to be, but their work has been confirmed right away. It's not actually for the real Biafra liberation, and it is not about the real Biafra agitation, as it is evidential to all of us. It is all about Iduism under the guise of Biafra agitation, with so many other factors. And it happened around last month that Simon Ekpa claimed that Emma Powerless, whom he referred to be Fine Boy, which is Emmanuel Kano, the younger brother of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kano, set our people up, reporting them to Nigerian police to be killed. That is what Simon Ekpa claimed, and referring it to be the Emma Powerless, according to him, who is supposed to be Emma Powerful, which I corrected that wrong notion, that wrong misconception, and that misconception and the wrong interpretation, wrong narrative, separating the reality of the identity of the Emma Powerful. Emma Powerful is the IPOB and the Biafra IPOB Media and Publicity Secretary worldwide. Emma Powerful, and Emma Powerful is an Anambra State indigene, while Fine Boy Emmanuel Kano, aka Fine Boy, is a direct younger brother of Mazi Nnamdi Kano from Afaruku Ibeku in Umuahia, Abia State of Biafra land. So these two people are different entities. They are not one person. And according to the scenario of this program, the autopiloters are hereby claiming and insisting that Emma Powerful or Emma Powerless is Mazi Nnamdi Kano's younger brother and cannot be any other person. And that is to say that they are arrogant and they are opinionated and they have ulterior motive regarding the misinterpretation of who is Emma Powerful, referring it to be Fine Boy, and aimed at keeping on to be tarnishing the image of the family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to promoting their Iduism and against the Biafra struggle, which they claim to be fighting for. So I am just giving us the key factors of the program, because when I'll be playing the videos so that I will minimize the analysis. I will minimize the analysis because I have a lot of video to play, and this program will be so long. In counter motion, the memo had been written and passed against Simon Ekpa and the territory of the Autopiloters. Then the Autopiloters came up with counter motions. The first person to counter it is the faceless Biafra Unite, and claiming that the political solutionists, as we regard them to be, I mean the DOS and the IPOB under their leadership, Biafra Unite claiming that they had collaborated with Nigerian politicians to write that memo, to issue that memo against Simon Ekpa and the rest of them, the autopilots. Beside that, the outright Idu media broadcasters, that is Nsimaneli Ofebu and Owasofia, also countered the memo in their own ways, and in the process laying many more allegations on the political solutionists, to the extent that Nelly began to mention names and telling about how they have been causing division among the ESN, using some people against the fellow, while the forgery or the faking of ESN or the faking of IPOBM branch is an undeniable evidence that the autopiloters had been faking the ESN, and they are not really in charge of the ESN as they claim, and everything they are doing regarding the ESN become illegal, even though that we, the truth bearers, have not come to accept and agree that the DOS had been outrightly upright all along. Yet, the fact remains that the DOS is the people Mazen Nnamdi Kanu had committed the legacy of IPOB and the Biafra struggle to take charge, and not actually to the autopiloters. Autopiloters debunking the DOS, and as we know that certainly Simon Ekpa had provided many factual voice notes which are served as evidence against the criminalities which had been going on in the DOS and among many other IPOB principal officers. However, we believed that for them, fighting the criminalities and the criminal, as they claim, as they presented themselves and their matters to be, that they had actually come to fight crimes and the criminals in IPOB. And for us to eventually realize that that is not what they have really come for, rather they have come to hijack the criminality, to hijack the criminalities from the political solutionists and to make merchandise of the same criminality, aiming at eradicating and ending up the Biafra struggle and everything that has to do with Biafra. That is what the autopiloters stand for. And that is evidential, as we have been hearing Nelly Ofebu repeatedly telling the world that Biafra does not exist. Biafra means that Biafra is a scam. Biafra is every negativity, and it must be replaced with Idu. That is this is the infallible evidence of the mission of the autopiloters. So I am here to present the videos for us to hear once again about the memo being issued from the IPOB political solutionist and and the Igbo unions against the autopiloters and the counter motions of the autopiloters. Other factors is that autopiloters never want to sit with anybody to talk about their activities. They will always have counter motion to stop people from keeping on to scrutinizing them. That is the system of the autopiloters. They use logic, they use arrogance, they use intimidation, and they use resistance of all forms regarding being checkmated. So that as a result, they keep on doing whatever they will, whether it is good for us or not. And that is the perfect definition of autopilot. Autopilot means self-governance, self-activities. Do whatever seems good to you. Do not consider how it reflects on others or what anybody will say about it or what they will not say about it. It doesn't matter to the autopiloters, and that is the system of the ardent destroyers. Ardent destroyer, those who want for themselves alone and for no other person. That is the system of the autopiloters, as the case is right now. So I want to begin to play the videos. I will first of all play the video from Biafra Unite, in which the video in which he counters the suing of the DOS and the rest of the political solutionists against them, the autopiloters. And this is the video. So may we listen as
breaking news. DOS joins one Nigeria group to sue Simon Ekpa in Finland. Arrest warrant almost ready. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome to Biafra Unite channel / television this very moment. Today's date is 17th of April 2022, and we have a breaking news for every one of you as Biafrans and of course lovers of freedom. We were very, very shocked this very morning when we came online and saw the report that the DOS have officially, when I said officially, it is not a mistake. We woke up this morning and to our surprise, we realized that the DOS have officially joined Nigerian politics and of course, abandoned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra agitation. The so-called DOS that were sacked by the indigenous people of Biafra worldwide are still parading themselves as the leadership of IPOB, and today they have officially confirmed their activities in Nigeria politics. It may be like a surprise to all of you, but I will.
According to Biafra Unite, the DOS had abandoned the Biafra struggle, abandoned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and had joined Nigerian politics, working with Nigerian politicians, still pretending that they are still with the Biafra agitation, aiming at restoring Biafra sovereignty. That is what Biafra Unite had just said. But how are we sure about this claim? Because it is just a counter measure. And we cannot, like myself, I cannot actually tell you that he is right, because I am not sure and I cannot permanently defend it. And we know that the DOS counseled the pre-election proposed sit-at-home against the Anambra election, against the Anambra gubernatorial election past November 6th, 2021. The DOS counseled it, and with many other some other activities that had placed them in the position of suspicion, they become suspect. And then we accuse them because everything we say about them are still accusation, because we have not had, that is, undeniable evidences about this. So like myself, like the Autopiloters, so I don't want us to conclude that the DOS are outrightly had abandoned the Biafra struggle. Even me calling them political solutionists is based on suspicion until we are sure of the whole thing. However, the end will justify the means, or the end will disqualify and condemn the means. As events continue to unfold, we will later on come to know whether the DOS are really still in the Biafra struggle, or they have sold it out and still pretending and to keep on to extorting money from Biafrans, just the way the Autopiloters are doing. So let us keep listening to Biafra Unite.
Proving it to you right now, not tomorrow, on this very broadcast. Now, according to the news that broke the internet, it is right now on circulation all over social media, especially on Facebook and Twitter. They say that they have sued Simon Ekpa with one faceless, one Nigerian organization, which is, according to them, they said is located in Germany. Now, let me first of all read the statement, or the sued file, or should I say the sued document. Let me read the sued documents for you. I will bring it to the screen. We read together. And then after that, I will now show you the official comment from the agent of the DOS. Now, without wasting any time, let us read in dismay. If you look at your screen right now, this is the case, or should I say the suit document, which they filed against Simon Ekpa. So let me zoom it a little bit so that we can be able to read together, so that it doesn't look as if I'm propagating falsehood. Now, look at here. This is today. This is what we have come across this very morning. Now, look here. Submission of a criminal complaint charging Mr. Simon Ekpa Njokun of Kalpaku 6 15140 Lati, Finland, with participating in supporting, funding, and encouraging a terrorist organization currently engaged in numerous acts of terrorism in southeastern Nigeria. Are you getting it? I want you to remember something, because we're going to analyze it very, very quickly. Now, remember this. They said he is leading, participating in supporting, funding. Remember this. Just get this. Funding. Okay? In funding and encouraging a terrorist organization. Are you getting it? Now, there are two things I want you to remember with this first one we have read. Funding and the terrorist organization. These are two things I want you to remember from this first part we have read. Don't forget it. Now, the second part is to National Prosecution Authority Office of the Prosecutor General Lintuladen Kuja, 4th F100530 Helsinki, Finland. Fax 029-562-0888. Email. This is their email here. I may not be able to read that one out because this is a Finnish language. I don't know how to speak it. Now, prepared by, now pay attention, my people. Prepared by Dr. Emu Ihedibo, the General Secretary, Overseas Igbos Federation, an organization of ethnic Nigerian Igbos residing in Germany.
So we have had the real name of the Igbo Association, Overseas Igbos, Overseas Igbos in Overseas Association, and they actually located in Germany.
Neue Wall 71 22354 Hamburg, Germany. This is their email. Now, this is something I want you to know. They say that they are an organization of ethnic Nigerian Igbos. Nigerian Igbos, not Biafran Igbos. Are you getting it? I want you to follow this very analysis right now because it's going to be very, very hot. Very, very hot within 10 minutes. Now, they said they are an organization of ethnic Nigerian Igbos. So in other words, these are one Nigerian group. They didn't say ethnic Biafran Igbos or ethnic Igbo ethnic group in Biafra. They said they are ethnic Nigerian Igbos. That is the organization. Are you getting it? They are the one that, not me. This is their suit file against Simon Ekpa and Autopilot. Now, you may be wondering how comes this suit has to do, what does this suit has to do with DOS? Because I have read it, this is the end, it ended here actually. And here there is no mention of DOS. So you will be wondering how comes I have attached DOS on my headline. Now, I want you to follow me. Pay very, very good and great attention to what I'm about to show you right now on your screen. This very suit file, I am not the one that brought it to social media. I haven't seen it before, apart from today. And guess what? I saw it from the official Umuchukwu Writers page. Of course, they can hear my analysis right now, and they see how they have incriminated themselves, and they will quickly go and delete it. But we have the screenshot already, so they can delete it as much as they like. The record is there already. Now, I want you to read what is attached, what is written and attached with that very suit file, which is currently in Umuchukwu Writers for Facebook page, the official Umuchukwu Writers Facebook page. You that are listening to me right now, you can quickly go there, and of course you will see it. But they might.
So, Biafrans, I want you to understand the logic here. How come the DOS and the entirety of the IPOB political solutionists are involved in the SUING of the against the Autopiloters? So that is how the logic goes. Those whose letterhead and name appears in the SUING, it is one of the Igbo union organizations based in Germany. Now, the writing has its source from Umuchukwu Writers, which is IPOB media team, a part of IPOB media team or the dominant IPOB media team. So this brings the suspicion or confirmation that there is the hand of the IPOB in this SUING. So this is the fact that about the involvement of the IPOB political solutionists. Then logic from Biafra Unite and the rest of the Autopiloters has it that hence a non-IPOB organization, which is supposedly to be a one Nigerian organization, though they are Igbos. We know quite well that all Igbos are not in support of Biafra restoration. There are some who are one Nigerianists, but we cannot conclude. So we see the collaboration between the IPOB political solutionists and the Igbo Union to issue this memo against the supposedly, because I have not have 100% assurance, against the supposed limb of terrorism being perpetrated by the autopiloters in Biafra land. And this is to say, in the recent, IPOB should have written this memo outrightly with IPOB authority, IPOB media team, and should not involve any other union. What happened that brings about this involvement of a separate entity from IPOB? That is where the suspicion comes. And in the process of the video, Biafra Unite and the rest of them make people to believe, or maybe they are sure, of which I am not sure yet, make people to believe that beyond the Igbo Union, that the DOS and the rest of IPOB political solutionists are in collaboration with Nigerian politicians, and to be specifically Governor Charles Chukwuma Solu-Udo, the present governor of Anambra State of Biafra land. So that is how the involvement and the collaboration comes about. But let's keep listening, because he is reading the content of the SUING against the autopiloters by the IPOB political solutionists under the leadership of the DOS.
You quickly go and delete it immediately once they come across this very analysis. Now listen, 3 hours ago, this is Umuchukwu Writers Facebook page. Criminal Simon Ekpa sued in Finland for sponsoring terrorism in Biafra land. Now, listen, IPOB lawyers in collaboration with Overseas Igbos Federation. Now, Overseas Igbos Federation, which is the official name, let me bring it back, the official names of these people that sued Simon Ekpa. Look at it there. Prepared by Dr. M. Ihedibo, the General Secretary, Overseas Igbo Federation. Are you getting it? Now, when you go back to the write-up prepared by Umuchukwu Writers, you can see here they said IPOB lawyers in collaboration with Overseas Igbos Federation formally files criminal terror charges against the criminal in Finland, Simon Ekpa, aka Ikelima. Office of the Prosecutor General in Lituhan Dekuja, in Lintula Dekuja 4, Helsinki, Finland, have been served with court papers to apprehend, detain, and prosecute the named criminal Simon Ekpa, a non-registered IPOB member who intentionally, without authorization of approval by the Directorate of State of IPOB, DOS, have been using IPOB's ESN name to raise funds / money used to sponsor criminals or autopiloters who have been killing, causing destruction, arson, among others in the Southeast Biafra territory. IPOB lawyers are preparing more lawsuits against Simon Ekpa and his co-criminals.
IPOB lawyers are preparing more lawsuits against Simon Ekpa and his co-criminals. That is about the involvement of the IPOB lawyers. That is the IPOB legal team as led by Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor.
Around other countries. His arrest warrant is waiting approval by the Finland authorities. We shall bring you more details with time. Did you hear that? This is the official Umuchukwu Writers Facebook page. They have only one Facebook page, which is Umuchukwu Writers. When they see this now, they will delete it. Now, if you see, they are sharing it. Their officials are sharing it. Let me show you another one of their criminals who have as well shared it, and others are still sharing it. Now you can see on the screen, this is the one that called himself Annie King's official. You know him, you know this name, right? I think he lives somewhere, if not somewhere in Africa or in Arab country. I think he lives in Dubai or wherever, I don't know. Now, he has already shared it, and he has actually written the same thing written by Umuchukwu Writers. You can see on the screen, you can testify by yourself. I am not doing any propaganda. So now, you see how they incriminated themselves and proved that DOS is currently engaging on one Nigerian politics, because these people say they are ethnic Nigerian Igbos, not ethnic Nigerian, not ethnic Igbo ethnic Biafra or Biafra ethnic Igbos. No, they say they are purely Nigerians, and they are in collaboration with the DOS, according to the whatever they call themselves, Umuchukwu Writers. They said IPOB lawyers in collaboration with Overseas Igbos Federation formally files criminal terror charges against the criminal in Finland, Simon Epanjoko, aka Eperima. So they are in cahoots. Now, remember, I asked you to remember two different things, which is where they said funding and the terrorist organization. So, in other words, DOS and their cohorts are letting everybody know that ESN is a terrorist organization. That is what they are saying. Because what we have been raising funds for is Eastern Security Network, ESN. Are you getting it? All the fundraising we have been raising before and after the kidnap of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is for ESN, the Eastern Security Network, ESN. We have never raised funds for any other group. We have never raised funds for any other organization. It has always been for ESN. Are you getting it? And the men of Eastern Security Network are getting their money, those who are standing on the path of the truth. If you are not standing on the path of the truth, you are not for us. If you are still working with Chinas and Woru, you are not with us. And do not expect the hard end of genuine and truthful Biafran people that gather to contribute money to come to your hand. We don't operate like that. So those that we managed to rescue from these criminals when they were told to submit their guns and their uniform and go home, that they will be called back when duty resumes. We managed to return ESN, and today they are gallantly defending our land. That's why it is difficult for Fulani bandits and terrorists to penetrate BIAFRALAND. These are the people that we are raising funds for. They are the real men of the Eastern Security Network. So who are these people talking about that we are funding and encouraging a terrorist organization, and they collaborated with the DOS to...
So, Biafrans, the issue of fundraising by the Autopiloters is certain. It is not deniable, and they have raised funds in several locations. But the claim of Biafra Unite is that they are the people in charge of the real ESN. And according to his logic, the ESN is divided. Some people side with the DOS, while some are with the Autopiloters, claiming that the ESN under the control of the Autopiloters are the real ESN. But the fact and figure discloses that Simon Ekpa and the Autopiloters had actually faked the IPOB M branch, which they claim to be the part of the ESN, of which they are not, and they have no relation with the members of the ESN. And the M branch of IPOB is a unit of secret police. They are a unit of secret investigators. They do not operate openly for any reason, because their system of operandi is that people may know them as people, even on the street, wherever, but they will not know their duties. That is how they operate. They are secret police. They are secret investigators. Even here in diaspora where we live, like for example here in Spain, in every edifice, I mean in every structure, every estate, and even in every estate, a secret police must be a resident of every estate, or there may be 2, or there may be 3, or there may be 4, depending on the size of the estates. I mean real estates where people live, resident homes. So there are people, some of your neighbors are secret police you may not know. So they keep giving reports to the rest of the body of police via phone call or many other means, and they keep monitoring, giving accountability of what happened in their various estates, where they live. So, but you never can know them as police, because they rent or they buy their own portion of the estates, either 3-bedroom flat, 4-bedroom flat, something like that. They just rent it the way every other person rent, or they buy this the same way any other person can buy, and they never appear in police uniform. They can serve the police the rest of their life, all of their life, without appearing in police uniform at any time. That is how they work. So all of the advanced countries all over the world, they have them. That is what the M branch represents. But the ignorance of Simon Ekpa and the Autopiloters regarding this make them to fault concerning the presentation of the M branch of IPOB, and that becomes a confirmed factor to realize that they are not actually in real control of the ESN as they claim to be. But here they are still maintaining that logic. And as a result of this debunk, by conspiracy, I mean the Autopiloters, they by conspiracy level so many allegations against me, believing that should be a way to bringing me down and to shut up my mouth from these exposés, wonderful exposés that I do against them, against everybody. But they have failed, because all their cheap allegations, their cheap slanders had been outrightly debunked, and the world had come to know the truth. So I still doubt that the Autopiloters are in control of the ESN, or even if the ESN is divided, because quite well it is divided. And the logic of the political solutionists under the DOS has it that the Autopiloters are the people dividing the ESN, because they use the money given to them, both the one they raise from IPOB, gullible members who still are gullible Biafran who still donate to them, and the ones they supposedly receive from the Nigerian politicians whom they are working for, to buy some of the ESN members. And as a result, some of the ESN members actually take side with the Autopiloters, and some remain with the DOS and all of the political solutionists. But the logic of the political solutionists, as I said, is that rather the ones under the control, the few under the control of the Autopiloters are the people causing the mayhem, are the people fighting to be killing the real ESN members under the control of the DOS, while the Autopiloters are still countering the same countering this the same allegation or the same fact, telling the people that it is them, the autopiloters, that are in control of the real ESN, while the ones under the control of the DOS are the people fighting to kill the genuine ESN members under the control of them, the autopiloters. So it becomes an issue of controversy. But to me, I still believe and I maintain that the autopiloters are the people faking the whole issue. They are the people faking the whole issue, and they are manipulating and using logic, propagandas, controversies to keep resisting the Biafran from thoroughly investigating them to know the real truth. Because once people know the real truth, they cannot continue in duping the people. That is what is going on. So let us listen to the rest of the memo. But before that, I want to respond to these comments by Akin Owa Omirami. Say, Oga, you be mumu, no one is watching you, and that is why I came back here to remind you that you fell, no one is listening to you, and stop using the one of those you listen to. You Biafra left. Biafra left you. Okay. I don't understand the end point of your sentences. However, this is what you said in the previous video that I have just recorded, which is part 4. It is a video we already streamed past Sunday, but because somebody demanded it and from YouTube, so I recorded it, of which I'm still yet to record the rest of them. So I recorded it, that particular part 4 first. So while I was recording it, you made the same comment, claiming that it was only 2 people listening to me. But as soon as I ended that recording, I looked on the video. The view was 180 something, about 183 or 184. So that makes you a typical liar. And you have only, all the while I've been streaming, this is the only one you have commented upon. And to confirm that you are the real Mugu, you make yourself the only one watching me, even though you know or you believe that I am not doing it right.
Write this, knowing fully well that even on record, I think they will go to court, right? On record, it is on record that we are raising funds for the Eastern Security Network. So which this organization, who are these people in the organization that said that they are terrorist organization? These are the questions the DOS has to answer. I have so many things to analyze here, but if I go deeper, they are going to withdraw. So I want them to continue to move forward, and nothing will be changed. Nothing will be changed. In fact, let me put it in center. I want you now to do the screenshot and have this very note with you. Do screenshot and have this note with you, so that the record will be set straight. They will tell us who are these criminals and the terrorist group they are talking about, if not the ESN. Thank you, my people. Share this very note to San Ozia and make it go viral.
So, Biafrans, that's the end of this particular video. Then I want to play another the counter motion from Simon Ekpa. And this is a counter motion from Simon Ekpa. And this is from the video he made. This is from the video he made on the Sunday 17th of this month of April 2022, when he countered the SUING against him. And from here, he made mention of Soludo and maintaining that the DOS has been As having been stated by Biafra Unites, Simon Ekpa maintains that the DOS is actually working with Nigerian politicians against the Biafra struggle and against them, the Autopiloters, claiming that they, the Autopiloters, are the real people. That is what has taken place according to Simon Ekpa's countermeasure regarding the SUING. And in the process, Simon Ekpa had said that when all of the people suing him and suing the Autopiloters will end suing them, that is when he and the Autopiloters will begin to sue them. I think you have seen it. You have seen it is a video he streamed on the 17th of this month of April 2022. Now let us begin to listen to him. I began playing the video from his 23 minutes 37 seconds, and I will play it around 20 minutes. I'll play it around 20 minutes. Probably I will be interjecting to state some narratives as the program will be going on. So let us hear from Simon Ekpa regarding the issuing of memo against him regarding sponsoring terrorism. So Simon Ekpa in countermeasure says it is the DOS and the entirety of the IPOB political solutionists in collaboration with Nigerian politicians that are responsible to sponsoring terrorism in Biafra land. So one key factor we must understand is actually there is ongoing sponsorship of terrorism in Biafra land. The IPOB political solutionist under the leadership of the DOS says it is Autopiloters. Autopiloters says it is the IPOB political solutionist. So let us listen to Simon Ekpa. Chidimma Crispy, my sister, you're highly welcome. May God bless you. Afternoon.
Good evening. Welcome to this program today. We are going to refresh, and then after that we start the program. So our internet. Time. I welcome all of you today. Happy Easter. Happy Easter to you all. Great Biafrans all over the world. Great IPOB autopilot all over the world. I thank you. I say good evening from here. This is live and direct on Easter Sunday broadcast, and it is called a special exposition on how the politicians, the governors are sponsoring killings and insecurity in the southeast and the south of Nigeria. The role of the politicians in what is going on in our land. I want to encourage Biafra people today that no matter what propaganda they are bringing, we are going to continue to defend our land to the last drop of our blood. We will not allow terrorists to run over our land. We will not allow both the state-sponsored terrorists and non-state-sponsored terrorists to run over our land. We have taken the responsibility to protect the life of our children and our women. And there is no amount of propaganda will make us to step back an inch. I want to encourage Biafrans that we have crossed the Rubicon. So those people you see today writing all manner of frivolous allegations against my person, slandering my name, I am going to start writing my own when they will stop. You know how we do it. So when they stop slandering my name is when I'm going to start. And when I will start my own,
you are going to see action. I don't just come to social media to talk. I will start my own, and when I start, it is going to touch all of them. And I'm going to start when they stop. You see, the time we were warning these criminals in IPOB that when they are going to stop is when we are going to start. They thought we were joking. We gave them almost 8 months before we start striking them. And we expose them, and we make sure we block every source of income because they are career agitators. And today they are gone. So what you see them do now is anybody that is ready to write anything against Simon Ekpa, they are going to run to the person and support him. And, you know, first of all, they deceived their illiterate Irans. They deceived them. They started calling Simon Ekpa is nobody. Simon Ekpa is nobody. Simon Ekpa is a short man. Simon Ekpa is this. Simon Ekpa is that. We did not respond to them. Today, that nobody is whom they are writing to finish government about. That's nobody who have taken it upon himself to fight for the interest of 70 million people in BIAFRALAND are the person they are now, or is the person they are now writing everywhere. They are writing America, they are writing Finland, they are writing European Union, they are writing everywhere. And one good story and one good news is that the people writing this thing does not even make up to 0.05% of our population. So if they want to know who is the speaker of Biafra people, who is the spokesperson of Biafra people, they should conduct what we call online survey or referendum to know whether I am speaking for Biafra or I am forcing myself on Biafra people. I am speaking for Biafra. This responsibility, I have taken it by circumstances. I am taking the responsibility until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out and release unconditionally. And by the actions of these criminals.
Biafrans, I want to narrate about one logic, one sentimental logic Simon Ekpa has used in his statement. He said, if they want to know how far or how serious or how progressive the autopiloters are in propagating the Biafra agitation, that they should conduct what he called online survey or online referendum. You see, online survey, online referendum, he is talking about it because it is favorable to him and to the autopiloters as a whole. And the reason being that the online survey or online referendum can be manipulated, because as I speak, I have seen a video this afternoon, and the video should be a video made yesterday by Biafra Child, in which he said that he has the confirmation, verifiable confirmation about the online manipulation of numbers, most especially of viewers, like Simon Ekpa, who will be in a program at a particular moment, perhaps claiming that 11,000 people are watching him at a particular moment, while in the end of the program, the real viewers will be like 6,000, while Simon Ekpa will increase it to 20 or 30,000 by the end of the program. And according to Biafra Child, he said he has all of the evidences of the manipulation, which he said he would play in the video, which I have come across and have kept the video, which I will use for another video, probably tomorrow or any other time when I will have the time. That is to say, the online survey which Simon Ekpa is campaigning about should be more favorable to them, and that is the way they can manipulate the survey or the so-called referendum. It becomes like the Nigerian politicians and the Fulanis telling people If you say we are not doing it well, bring your own candidates. Let us go to voting and know. Then you win and put your own candidates in the political leadership office, while they have already programmed how they will manipulate the election, and hoping at just the participation of the people, of the opponents, and to ensure the execution of the so-called election, while in reality it is not actually election, rather selections, because they have already decided who will win the election and they have the means of manipulating everything. But the issue of them suggesting that you should contest against them is to make you believe that something can actually happen through that, and there will be the people detecting the tone of the whole music, and you cannot beat them in the game they already know they are into, that you know nothing about. That is what is replaying in the Simon Ekpa's logic, luring the IPOB political solutionists to follow them, the autopiloters, in the online survey or online referendum. It is because they can manipulate it and nothing more, nothing less. So we should be very, very diligent, and rationalistic to be knowing who is who, the meaning of each word, the direction the person or the people want to take us to. And we should not remain gullible and dormant to be following people and being told here and there by any of the people, neither by the political solutionists or the autopiloters. We should be very, very diligent, but when anybody does anything good or any people do the needful, we still applaud them and give them the necessary support. But in the truth of the whole matter, even the political solutionists is still they are still better than the autopiloters at the moment, and they are the people whom Mazi Nnamdi Kanu actually committed to their charges, the heritage, and I mean the legacy of the IPOB under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So we are to continue listening to Simon Ekpa. As we keep listening to him, whenever I see any necessary factor, I will come back to narrate the factor, bringing the realities into a perfect understanding by the Biafrans and the world at large. I am your servant, Evangelist Inima Kalu.
Who are now writing to Finland and writing. They have started writing Finland since 2019. So actually, they did not start today. By the time they finish writing Finland, I am going to write my own. I am going to write my own. And when I write my own, they will know that somebody have actually written something. So they are going to write and they are going to fail. One thing is that if you wait till December and you didn't hear anything, shame on them. We are living in a civilized society. Nigeria is a decaying and collapsed country, and we are not going to step.
Oluchi, I am not against him, but I am against his criminality, unless he comes out to prove himself to be innocent. So I want to, for you to understand my stand, my position, my submission regarding the Biafra struggle. I should not keep quiet or be hypocritical or sentimental to favor anybody while the person or the people progress to sabotaging the Biafra struggle and still keeping all of us under the slavery of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria and Britain and other foreign allies who had cost us, because we cannot allow people to be relating with the politicians, making money out of the Biafra struggle while we'll be wasting our time fighting and hoping for nothing. So that should be your concern, and you are responsible to do the same thing that I am doing. I don't hate anybody in person, but I hate every criminality from anybody at all, irrespective of whomsoever.
Back 1 foot from what we are doing to liberate the Biafra people from terrorist government. You see, now some of you will not believe that the people that you followed for many years were not actually fighting for your freedom. Some of you will now understand why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was shouting for 100 men. Why there are so many people in their as coordinators. Why there are coordinators all over the world. There are coordinators in Europe. There are coordinators in America. There are coordinators in United Kingdom. There are coordinators in Asia. Coordinators in BIAFRALAND. Coordinators in Africa. In all these coordinators, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu could not find 100 men. Now you have seen the reason why there were no 100 men to restore Biafra. So all of them now have joined hands with the Nigerian government to hunt Simon Ekpa down. And I'm going to tell them that everything they are doing today is what God did to Pharaoh. Because you do not know the season we are into. You do not know the qualities God gave me. You do not know how God prepared me. Okay? So these things that they are doing today, these allegations against me are bound to happen for you to know what God prepared, how God prepared me. If it didn't happen and you didn't see the way I'm going to handle it, the way I'm going to trash them, the way I'm going to destroy them, you will not know how prepared I am before I'm telling you the struggle. So it is something that is bound to happen. For the past 8 months, some of you did not believe in me until the attack was coming from here and there. The attack was coming from left and right. And by the grace of God, we defeated them. That was what made some of you to have trust in what I'm doing and to believe that I'm fighting for Biafra. They told you all manner of lies. They say Simon Ekpa is working for Nigerian government. And still, they say Simon Ekpa is nobody. I do not know how a nobody will be working for Nigerian government. Nigerian government hired a nobody to work for.
Yes, I am among those who eventually come to believe in Simon Ekpa and the Autopiloters. And in a very short while, when I come into them, in their midst, I began to realize their manipulations. And as Autopilot is and Simon Ekpa, they are a group of cabal being headed by Nelly Ofebu, Owa Sophia, Simon Ekpa himself, Nsiman Siobong, the Faithless Biafra Unite, Faith Ogala, Azuka Chasmanko, and many others who are yet to surface. They have cabal where they determine what happened in Autopiloters and keep deceiving the people that Autopilot has no leader. And they have secrets they are protecting. They have secrets they are protecting. And anyone who they cannot trust to join them in protecting the secrets, they will just forge allegations against such a person or against such a people. And they place the allegation as a means of controversy, then hanging on it to discharge the person. And Simon Ekpa is no longer talking about the fraudulent allegation he had leveled against me, claiming that I dupe people and I extort money from people online via issuing of visa to people and via fundraising to a sister in Simon Ekpa is no longer talking about it. And everything that Simon Ekpa has presented, we are all forged. Simon Ekpa is a forger. So I am just giving you a typical evidence, and I have made 2 videos, part 1 and part 2, of debunking Simon Ekpa's cheap slander against me. Simon Ekpa is no longer talking about that. So that is his lies. He thought it is something he would just present, and I will begin to cry and begin to shout and begin to lament how I dismantle him. The world had begun to know his hypocrisy, And as a result of those lies he has cooked, the eyes of many Biafrans are beginning to be open. I am telling you my dealings with them personally, and that is the same case with every other person. And the reason for this is me, as I come to begin to point out the fraud they are perpetrating, the fraudulence they are perpetrating, why they do not have a reasonable fault against me to use against me. So they are not happy with my program, because my own program is a policing program of a high degree, policing investigation and the psychological development, what play in the front of the people that they cannot understand. It is in this channel, Inyima Biafra TV, Treasury of Excellent Knowledge, we bring to reality every misunderstood or every misconceived or every misinterpreted and fraudulently presented issue. We bring it to real understanding of the people, and as a reason, the majority, they are beginning to run short of lies. They are beginning to run short of lies, that they begin to repeat some of the lies they have been telling previously, and the Biafrans coming to understand, actually, as Simon Ekpa claimed, that those whom they have been believing for long, they come to realize that they are not real. Indeed, I categorically tell you that the Simon Ekpa people had been believing all along is not actually real. But they use logic, they use controversy. Anything you present against them, they counter it with logic, with controversy, turning it into a blame game, so that people will no longer have the momentum to hold them accountable, for them to come and account for their dealings, as they are required to come and account for the $744,000 US they have raised with Umeri account. They are no longer talking about that. To them, it has become an abandoned issue. And that is the reason they are after the people like me, because other people may forget, but I will not forget. I still come back to point out, as they are claiming to be innocent, I'll be telling you with facts and figures where they are so dubious. Why not them coming to give account of that $744,000 US? Where is that money invested? We are hearing about Idu Community Radio. We are hearing about Voice of Betrayers Radio. Then it is confirmed that they fake their own people, calling them the ESN and not actually the real ESN Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had established. So it is all about people going to recruit people, counterfeiting the originals of the IPOB structures regarding the security network and the rest of everything. They aim at using it to causing chaoses, and that is where there is suspicion that they causing chaoses should mean that they are actually working for the politicians who want to end IPOB, end ESN, and the end Biafra struggle. In the process of all this, they make money out of the Biafrans, and yet they are still being paid, as we presumed, by the Nigerian politicians. But in their counter motions, they are now telling you it is the political solutionists that are working with the Nigerian politicians. So the truth of the whole matter is that among the two parties, there are people actually working with the Nigerian politicians, or perhaps the two of them are working with the Nigerian politicians. And it has become a game of, if you expose my secrets, I will expose yours. That may be what is playing out between the IPOB political solutionists and the Autopiloters, which is fronted by Nelly Idu. They look at Nelly Idu, but using Biafra name to raise funds, using IPOB name to raise fund. Because if they have started raising fund with Idu, people will not comply. That is to tell you the level of their duplicity, yet claiming to be the real people. So I am not here outrightly defending the DOS in all ramification, but time and the unfolding of events will convince me before I will begin to defend them outrightly. But the certainty of the whole issue at the moment is the autopiloters are actually dubious. They are not the people they claim to be. That is evidential in the life of Nelly Ofebo, in the life of Nsima Nsobong, in the life of Sophia Obase, and in the life of the greatest hypocrite among them, which is Simon Ekpa.
Then they say Simon Ekpa is nobody. He is a saboteur. He is working with Fulani. He was hired by Koremado. He was hired by PDP. He was hired by Atiku. He was hired by politicians. In 2022, April, we have come to know those who are working with the Nigerian government. It was not me that went into negotiation with Soludo. It was not me that went into negotiation of political solution with Nigerian politicians. It was not me that collected money. It was not me that they gave security cameras to mount everywhere. It was not me that started discussing with the politician. It is the same people who accuse Simon Ekpa of working with the Nigerian politician. Before Anambra election, some people accused me of working with the Nigerian government. It was still on this social media. The same people who accused Simon Ekpa of working with the Nigerian government were the same people who were seen campaigning for some of the governorship candidates in Anambra State. And we overlooked them. Today, they are still saying Simon Ekpa is working with the Nigerian government. I have come to be a bone in their neck. I have come to be a fish bone in their throat. And they will never swallow this bone. This bone will continue to hang on the throat of these criminals until we destroy them completely. And let me tell you, we are not backing down an inch on the civil disobedience. The civil disobedience, which is the Monday sit at home and other civil disobedience in Biafra land, continues. It is a complete resolve of the Biafra people that they decided to embark on this sit at home, and I am supporting them with everything in me. So tomorrow, Monday, continue to be the sit at home in entire Biafra land, and nothing is going to change that. So tweet about it, write about it. The tomorrow sit at home continues, and we are going to continue until Biafra comes. We are now in a liberation phase of the Biafra struggle. And those who are writing against me, calling me all manner of names, and the illiterate who are sharing that I said, if you are afraid to be called a terrorist, you step aside. I stand on my word. If you are afraid to be called a terrorist, you step aside. We have already chased you away. We are not afraid to be called a terrorist. You have called me a terrorist. Does that make me a terrorist? You have called me a criminal. Does that make me a criminal? I am not afraid of being called a terrorist. I am not afraid of being called a criminal because I am none of them. So you can call me terrorist. You can call me criminal. You can call me whatever you want to call me. It does not move me. It doesn't make me what you call me. I am.
There are two phases of this statement Simon Ekpa has made. There are two phases of its meaning. The first meaning is that the autopiloters may be innocent of terrorism and the people tag them to be terrorists. And that should not discourage them to continue doing the good work supposedly as they claim to be doing. Then on the other phase, on the contrary phase of the meaning of the same statement can be that even if in the end people come to realize that the autopiloters are actually sponsoring the terrorism in Biafra land, that they should also continue with it. They don't care about what happened and what people may call them, or who should know and who should not know. Rather, they are so persistent and resilient to ensure that they continue what we are doing. So whether it is actually for the favor of the Biafra restoration or against the Biafra restoration, they have made up their mind to continue with it without regard of whatsoever anybody may say or think about them or about their acts.
What you call me. So I am not afraid of being tagged a terrorist, but I am not a terrorist. And this illiterate do not understand that even the record and the history is there. The history of South Africa, the history of India, the history of so many countries that have fought their freedom, even in the United Kingdom. They were all tagged terrorists. It does not make them terrorists. At the end of the day, they become the hero of that nation. So I am not bothered about those who connect me to non-government committing all manner of crime in the Southeast. I am not bothered about those who connect me to kidnapping and all that. All those crimes has been there even before America was born. So I am not moved by that. And I know that a lot of this propaganda and blackmail will come. What is going to make difference is whether you have any evidence to show that Samanepa is what you say he is. And if apart from that, whether fighting for freedom is what makes somebody to become a terrorist and become a criminal. You can call me all names you want. The worst thing you can do is just to call me name on social media. It ends on social media. Those who stay in Germany, who don't have face, who don't have address, they say they are working in a company or whatever, in organization, and nobody knows them. I challenge them to come up with their faces. You don't just hang beside a Twitter and be posting something and saying you are writing Finland. You are writing a criminal complaint to Finland prosecutor. You are writing a criminal complaint and you don't even know address of where you are writing it. So if you say you are a human being, you show your face. I am showing my face. I am not scared of anybody. I'm not scared of being called a criminal. I'm not scared of being tagged anything. The Biafra people knows that I'm not a criminal and they know my word and they know what I have done for the freedom of these people. So if you say that you are an Igbo organization residing in Germany and you are a group, show your face. Let us see who you are. And that thing, something goes to the Nigerian media who always come to write somebody powerless. Those people do not exist anymore in the struggle. They are all criminals. We have chased them away in the Biafra struggle and they no longer speak for Biafra. So if you continue to deal with these criminals you are doing, or you are just, destroying yourself. Nobody listen to them again. I speak for Biafra people and until Nnamdi is released. So those people that are always reporting that IPOB spokesperson, Yema Powerless, say this and say that. You are reporting a faceless human being, somebody you don't know. You are reporting a ghost, and a ghost will write something, you will report it to Nigerian media. Are you not stupid? The Nigerian media are the most stupid journalists ever. You are reporting an article and a press release of an unknown person.
So that is to give you some more evidences of Simon Ekpa and the Autopiloters propaganda. According to Simon Ekpa, Powerful is a ghost, or Powerless is a ghost. It is not an existing human being. Then taking his stand on having done away with them as in a passing vote of no confidence in the end of February 2022 on them, claiming that he, Simon Ekpa, is the one speaking for Biafrans. The same Simon Ekpa is the one speaking for Idu. The same Simon Ekpa is not the one which he is not the person to whom IPOB legacy under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is committed. The same Simon Ekpa is claiming that Emma Powerful does no longer exist. But for real, Emma Powerful still exists. Emma Powerful is the IPOB Media and Publicity Secretary. So he actually exists. So I just want to bring your reasoning, your rationality, bringing it to the basis of the facts. Then reason for yourself. You have been hearing the name, and the Emapoafo had not died. He is still in existence. It is true that the Autopiloters has placed a vote of no confidence, but the real motive behind the vote of no confidence is to project their arrogance and to convince the Biafrans that there is nothing to be listened to from the side of the IPOB political solutionists, that everything the Biafrans should be listening to must come from the Autopiloters and precisely from him, Simon Ekpa, and by manipulation, placing himself as the Autopiloters program, placing himself as the mouthpiece of the Biafrans, while they, the Autopiloters, have their own manipulations against the Biafra struggle. And that becomes the foundation of their hijack of the struggle. And the hijack will not be favorable to Biafrans. The hijack of the Biafra struggle by the Autopiloters can never be favorable to the Biafrans. And as I speak, I am speaking as a neutral person, as a neutral person, because for now, I am not part and parcel of the IPOB political solutionist. I am not part and parcel of the Autopiloters, and I have belonged to the two parties and see manipulations from the two parties. And now I stand with my own group, which is the IPOB Truth Bearers. So this is the quality of broadcast of which, after making it, they will go and gang up and begin to forge more allegations against me, for which they must surely fail. When they come up with it, I will come and debunk it, so that the Biafrans and the world at large will continue to identify their manipulations, their lies, their deceits, and all of the evil they are committing, and how far they can go to be setting people up. Emma Powerful is alive. Emma Powerful is still in existence. All of the saga, all of the logic, all of the propaganda is all about telling the Biafrans, because many people will not understand decoded language. Decoded language is stop listening, don't mind those people. Even if they don't know, even if they do it right, don't mind them. Come and be listening to me. Even as come and be listening to Simon Ekpa, listen to the Autopiloters. Don't listen to any other. All of them are criminals. We are the only genuine people. That is their claim. Even if they are lying to you, keep listening to them. Even if they are misleading you, keep listening to them. Even if you don't know the secrets of the whole thing they are doing, keep listening to them. So as I speak, Simon Ekpa and the Autopiloters are not actually the real people speaking for the Biafrans. Rather, they have, by manipulation, influenced the Biafrans to believe in their falsehood, and they are aiming at ending the Biafra struggle. As I speak, Simon Ekpa is an Idu person, but he is just disguising himself as a Biafran agitator, while the Iduism is still gaining momentum, and we have seen them progressing with it. So when they get balance, as they believe that nobody can actually bring them down anymore, you will see Simon Ekpa renouncing Biafra, just like the rest of them had already done. It is because the Biafra is where their economic power lies. So the Biafra is where their influence lies. The Biafra is where they have more supporters. That is the reason Simon Ekpa is still talking about Biafra. But Simon Ekpa's foundation at the moment is Idu. So I want people to keep understanding the manipulations. What I am doing here is the real emancipation of the Biafrans, psychological emancipation, because before people will defeat you in everything you are dealing with them, they must first of all defeat your idea. Whenever you suggest an idea, they will give counter idea for you to back off with that your own idea. They will suppress your idea, cancel your idea, and establish their own idea. That is the psychological warfare the Iduists and the Autopiloters are using on the Biafrans. And whosoever establishes his idea is the person taking the lead. You may be in the office. While in the office, they will be controlling you from wherever they are. So far, you are working upon their idea, because their own idea will ever produce their own results and not your own results. And before you realize it, they will leave you disappointed and stranded. That is the case of many who are sheepishly following them at the moment. But I am here liberating the people, and they will never be happy with it. They will never be happy with what I am doing, because I am here setting the record straight, bringing facts and the figures from what you see happening just before you that you cannot actually understand, from their statement, from their actions, from their inactions, what they do, the right thing they should do, they refuse to do, and the wrong thing they should not do, which you see them doing. That is what they are into. But many people cannot understand it that way unless it is being explained to them. And that is the reason you have me, your servant, Evangelist Inimakalo, and you have this wonderful anointed station of broadcast, which is Inima Biafra, Treasury of Excellent Knowledge. Let's keep listening to Simon Ekpa.
Non-spokesperson, and if care is not taken, he will become an unknown government. You write and report unknown person. Somebody tell you his name is Emma Powerful. He writes press release. You are reporting it. You are releasing a press release. It's only in Nigeria. That's all.
Now let us see this logic now. Obi Michael says, who is Emma Powerful? A Mumu man. Emma Powerful is a man, as you have confirmed. Emma Powerful is the IPOB Media and Publicity Secretary. So this is a confirmation, even though this fellow has come to counter me, to attack me, but I use his counter motion as a confirmation of the existence of Emma Powerful. But what Simon Ekpa is doing here is putting resistance. Anything that will make the Biafrans to ask him the real question, he puts resistance to it. And according to the Autopiloters, no other person is genuine apart from the Autopiloters. And that is mind programming the mind of the people that way. And the many people, the majority of the gullible, will sheepishly believe them that way, while they keep deceiving them, misleading them, using them and their momentum, financial momentum, human potential, to be sabotaging the Biafra struggle without the gullible majority realizing that they are being used. So that is what is going on. God bless you. God bless you, my comrade Maze Rafe Chiamaka Ajere. Okay. When you go home, when you reach home, then you relax. Then to do one or two things before going back to work by tomorrow. So that is it. Simon Ekpa, a chronic manipulator. He is known by the wise, but the gullible are still yet to be emancipated. And that is the reason we do what we are doing, so that the gullible should be emancipated. Because if the gullible are not emancipated, they will still remain tools in the hand of these manipulators, while all of us will be suffering together.
Such thing can happen. It's only in Nigeria. You cannot. I don't get it. Somebody who is faceless, very stupid kind of people. You don't know who the person is. You don't know his face. You don't know what he look like. He will write and they give you press release. You are sharing it and promoting ghosts. Photo, even photo is better. Your president is a photo president. He is even better. The worst part is when somebody comes to say his name is Emma Powerless, and you don't know who he is. Is Emma Powerless a Nigerian name? Is Emma Powerless a Nigerian name? Is it an Igbo name? Is it a Yoruba name? Is it a Hausa name? What kind of name is Emma Powerless? And the Nigerian news media will carry this stupid thing. This ghost that doesn't have a name. You carry it, it makes a headline. Oh, Emma Powerless give a statement. IPOB. These are the things that makes people not to take IPOB serious in the first place. Because you have faceless people who are criminals surrounding this struggle, and they never took you people serious until now. Until now, that the real people are coming out. Umada is going to, they are already here waiting to talk. These are real people. Umada of IPOB of Biafra. They are in this program. They are going to appear here. These are the real people. They have come to join Biafra struggle. And Nigeria will be reporting faceless human beings who have no address, who have no contact, who have no source of income.
Do you see more of the manipulations condemning the rest of the people? Now ushering in the autopilot Umada. And to them, the autopilot Umada are the real Umada. No other people are real. Then who are the autopilot Umada? Nelly Owumiri, Asgacha Swanko, Rosalind. Just look at Owa Sophia. What do they have? Who are they and what are they up to? Reason for yourself. Reason, Biafrans, reason for yourself. Reason for yourself. Some of you do not know the value of the sacrifices I am making for all of us here. Reason for yourself. Who are the Umadas and what are they up to? What is their product? What is their contribution to the progress of the struggle? Are they not the people championing the fundraising, whatever, in the guys? And the greatest suspect among them who should be responsible to setting Mazen Nnamdi Kanu up for extraordinary rendition, they are there in Umada, Nelly Owumiri, championing Idu, the Umada. Is it Umada Idu or Umada Biafra? Biafrans, can you rationalize? Simple logic. Is Nelly Ofebu or Sophia or Fetogala? Are they Umada Biafra or are they Umada Idu? Autopilot. Autopilot are the people responsible for the hijack of Biafra struggle to replacing it with Idu. Everything that comes in the name of IPOB, they just kick against it if it does not come from the autopiloters. The autopiloters are no longer talking about IPOB. It is autopilot Idu. Can't you reason? Can't you see for yourself? Can't you take the necessary action? Why can't you make the strong decision to leave the criminals and face the reality? Why can't you be the person championing the truth and reality? Why must you always submit yourself to the leadership of the criminals? And I said no to it. That is the reason I am doing what I'm doing. Why are not Biafrans in their numbers, in their thousands, standing up to oppose this step being taken by the autopiloters to keep all of us in perpetual slavery, which we have been struggling about to liberating ourselves? We are talking about the people that appear on the social media. You do not know the people behind them from all around the world. If you know that, all of you here will begin to do more than I do regarding the opposition that I give to them. That is the truth of the whole matter. So it is very, very wise that Biafrans get up in time before, because if we fail to do so, one day you will be surprised that these people will renounce Biafra, and when IPOB and Biafra struggle has no stronghold anywhere anymore.
Who have nothing, absolutely nothing, other than criminality. I am not that kind of freedom fighter. I am a proud Biafran. I am a proud freedom fighter, and I show my face, I show my contact, I show my address, I show my working place, I show my company, I show my kid, I show my family, I show my house. You see me sitting inside my own sitting room. This is my own house. So when I talk, you are comparing me to people that are faceless. It's a very stupid thing.
Showing of all of these things can be fraudulent. It is always the method of the fraudsters. They show you the things, the faking of everything, making you to believe it is real until they get what they want from you. And you'll be surprised that the flats they show to you, everything they have showed to you, the company they show to you, when they will defraud you, you will no longer see them. And when you come to the company, it is then you will see the real owners of the company telling you that they were just running a momentary business with those people you are talking about, and their contract has ended, so they are no more with them. Then you begin to ask them, where are they? They may give you one direction or one address, or they tell you they never asked them where they were going. All they did was to have a negotiation with them, and the negotiation is over. Why? The whole negotiation had been targeted at getting what the fraudsters want from you. So all of the presentation became clear to you that it has been a strategy to keep deceiving you, lying to you. So all the presentation, showing of face, showing of anything is not a criteria to knowing the real person. Uchemefo was still showing his face. Uchemefo is still showing himself until today. So many other saboteurs, Owazurike is still showing his face. So what has the showing of face of Owazurike contributed to restoring Biafra at the moment? All of these people are still showing their face. Asare Dokobo still shows his face, shows his properties, shows his beautiful house, making mouth of having 21 children, while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has only 2 or 3. They show all those things, and we haven't seen them. Does that make them real? The answer is lie. Biafrans, can't you see how I decode all the fraudulence to you, bringing them and piecing them? That is the reason they go about fabricating allegations against me, against we, the truth bearers. And they have established their voice of betrayers and Idu community gossiping and the slanders radio, aiming at experimenting it on us. We are waiting for them. We are waiting for them, because one thing I do is that I never lie against them, but when they lie, I come to debunk their lies, and the eyes of the blind begin and continue to open. The deaf begin to hear, then the dumb begin to speak. That is what marveled them. That is what marveled them. So, dear friends, let's keep listening to the lies and deceptions of the autopiloters via Simon Ekpa, Nelly Owummiri, Owasofia, Nsiman Sobong, Owasofia, the worshipper of the ancestral demons in the graveyards. So all of them, who are they and what are they up to?
Today, this is not what I've come here to do. I have come here to expose how the Nigerian politicians are sponsoring killing in BIAFRALAND, especially in the southeast and the south-south. So go and tell the Nigerian writers and journalists that they are mumu people who will report a press release coming from a faceless human beings, people who don't have address, people who don't have...
Say, my brother, Obi Michael, my brother, who sent you for all this rubbish we are talking here. What makes this rubbish? So you are being upset by rubbish that I talk. So that makes you a confused person, first of all. He said, you can fire Buhari and his government. you are here attacking your own brother. If my brother is worse than Buhari and his government, I would prefer attack that my brother, because that my brother will be the person working with the Buhari government to sell me out. So if I attack that my brother, the Buhari will no longer have a close person against me, and the Buhari and his government will automatically become afraid of me the more, because that my brother who should sell me to them is no more and had been exposed and disgraced. And in the process, let that my brother be attacking the Buhari and his government, so that I will have the ample opportunity to push that my brother to that Buhari and his government while we remain on our own. Obi Michael, you should also take that responsibility. So you are just an spectator sitting on the fence, talking, gossiping. Keep gossiping. I am here watching you.
People who don't have anything to prove that they are human beings, you report, they say, Emma Powerless, say, Emma. Who is Emma Powerless? Which state is Emma Powerless come from? We know him, of course. We know him. But the people reporting about him, they know who he is, they don't know. You know me, you see my face. I'm a human being. I can drink water and it is not leaking from here. So I stand today to challenge the Nigerian news media that any day they want to report about somebody, they should make sure that that person they are reporting about is not a Yahoo human being. That person is not a photo human being. That the person they are writing about his press release is a known person with picture. If you want to report about me, my picture is there everywhere. If you want to report about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu picture is everywhere. These are human beings. If you want to, even Wazirike, his picture is there. Even Asaridu Kubo, his picture is there. Even the one they called the one that was deported from the picture is there. You see him he make videos. But this coward who hide under press release, they hide and call themselves handmen. All they do is to recruit criminals to commit murder in our land. And Nigerian news media are promoting them. They are releasing their press release. IPOB spokesperson. Who is IPOB spokesperson? Today, IPOB do not have any spokesperson. As far as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu
who tell you?
I speak for Biafra people.
A lie.
And when I speak, Biafra listen.
Lie.
So before we go into this exposition and bring in our Umuada who are already waiting here, we are going to recognize some members. Obi King, welcome to the Bros member. Welcome to Bros member Obi. Obaino, sorry. Obaino King, you are welcome to Bros membership. And then we are going to, because we have seen a couple of membership, new members registration here.
I will go over to another video.
I know I'm not gonna.
I have not listened to that particular video to the full, but I will go over to a different video, and this will be the longest. And you see how they are so serious, so desperate with the writing of that memo. See, you see their work. They have come to war.
Today is April 19, 2022.
Look at Nelly.
I just want to alert everybody. I'm raising an alarm right now. In our two local government for a couple of days now, they've been slaughtering our people. They've been slaughtering our people. They've already killed more than 30-something people. And the boys in the bushes, the men in the bushes, have been so eager to go and work. But Butuzo are number one, cage them. Butuzo are number one, cage them and refuse to allow them to come out and defend our people. Butuzo are number one, make sure they slaughtered our men, our young men and women, our old men and old women. After slaughtering them, Butuzo made arrangements with the Fulani Caliphate, with the Fulani army and Emmanuel Kanu. And Butuzo number one, release these boys. arrangement to have them slaughtered. He released them this evening. I want to let everybody know that if anything happened to these men, Butus are number one, Hokus Odema, and Soludo, and the Fulani boy, and Nena Kanu, imagine Nani Kanu's sister, and Ken Kanu Nakano, and China Samoru, all of them should be held responsible. If you know Butuso, call him right now and tell him that he needs to retreat. Because if anything happens to those men, if anything happens, in fact, we have come to the final stage. They want to set a black on black, it's like a black on black crime. They want to set the people against the people. That is what they are using Butuso to do. I want, if you know Butuso, send this message to him and tell him to bring back our men. Because if anything happens to them, he will pay dearly. He will pay dearly. Thank you all. Hello, everybody. This is Nelly Idu Afebu. Today is April 19th, 2022. I just want to alert everybody. I'm raising an alarm right now. In our local government for a couple of days now, they've been slaughtering our people. They've been slaughtering our people. They've already killed more than 30-something people. And the boys in the bushes, the men in the bushes, have been so eager to go and work. But Butuzo are number one, cage them. Butuzo are number one, cage them and refuse to allow them to come out and defend our people. Butuzo are number one, make sure they slaughtered our men, our young men and women, our old men and old women. After slaughtering them, Butuzo made arrangements with the Fulani Caliphate, with the Fulani Army and Emmanuel Kanu. And Butuzo number one released these boys this evening. They made arrangements and set them up. The Fulani people are now waiting for them. I want to alert everybody to know that if anything happens to these men, if anything happens to our men, they need to hold Butuzo and number one, and Emmanuel Fulani, Emmanuel Fulani, they need to hold them responsible. I need everybody to share this video. Let Butuzo know that if anything happens to our men, he will pay dearly because enough is enough. They've been wanting to work.
What they are doing, what the autopiloters do is blame game. It is blame game. Did you hear Nelly mentioning Butuzo, mentioning Emmanuel Kano, Mazen Nnamdi Kano's younger brother, without facts and the figure, without evidences? And the blame game they do is that anytime people talk against the autopiloters, they will begin to point accusing fingers on others. And the reason is to distract the people from focusing on to talk about the issue of which the autopiloters are accused of. For example, the IPOB political solutionists has accused them, this is not accusation, it is evidential to the world that the autopiloters raise fund with the name of IPOB, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra, and the ESN. So they have sued them. So rather than them coming to answer about the suing and to give accountability of it, they begin to point accusing fingers on others, letting people, telling you should not listen to these people, letting the people to abandon their own case and begin to talk about the case of others. It is a blame game, psychological warfare. People do not, many do not actually understand what is going on. Psychological warfare. Auche Kanalo. Hey, so I am your servant evangelist, Inima Kalo, aka Ahuche Ndenso, Nkenke Yinachu Igwe Nyoso, Oji Sage Dozi Obodo, Sagan Dozi Obodo. All these things are my title. Oberagune Yodomegu, small body no be sickness. So I am here to be putting the things aright, setting the record straight, bringing the realities into accurate comprehension for psychological development, for facts and figures being confirmed from proper investigation and citizen policing each other for us to at all time knowing who is who, realizing who is who are they and what they stand for, so that we cannot keep on to remain in this perpetual slavery, which the most of our people are the most dangerous slave masters and mistresses we have in our midst. Like what the other fellow said before, talking about exposing the external, why you have the real saboteurs within you. The domestic saboteurs, they are the most dangerous saboteurs. If you can eradicate, do away with the domestic saboteurs, then the external saboteurs will be very, very less effective, and it will be far more easier to deal with them. Then my own strategy is that let Simon Ekpa be exposing the external saboteurs while I will be policing them within the home. So you cannot detect the tone of my music. So that is what makes me who I am. Evangelist Inimakal, aka Ahu Chandenso. Nkenke yinachu igwenye oso, obere agụ na-eyi ọdụmegwu. Small body no be sickness, sagandozi obodo. Ojezo kwe mmiri ọgụ nke mbụ na mbụ n'elu ụwa gba gburugburu, turning the world upside down with the truth and reality. So let us keeping on listening to the voice of the autopiloters who have come to hijack the Biafra struggle by deceiving us for us to believe they have come to fight criminality, as that fellow is saying. Why are the autopiloters not fighting the criminalities which they accuse the DOS of? Why are they now being the people committing the crimes? Why is this fellow not questioning the autopiloters, rather blaming me to stop exposing them and go to be exposing Buhari? Do you see the hypocrisy? The hypocrisy, sentiment, nepotism. That is the reason we are still suffering. That is the reason Africans can never come out of slavery. When you see the truth, when you see the reality, when you see how it happens right before you, you find reason to compromise. You find reason to compromise, to sustain the slavery upon all of us. And you begin to blame your real emancipators while supporting your slave masters and slave mistresses. That is what Obi Michael is hereby doing.
And well, we choose that number one, refuse to let them. We choose to cage them, put them in a cage. And because he didn't make enough arrangement to get them to be slaughtered. As soon as he finished the arrangement to have them slaughtered, he released them this evening. I want to let everybody know that if anything happened to these men, we choose are number one, Hopu Sodema and Soludo and the Fulani boy and Nena Kanu, the Martin Kanu sister, and Ken Kanu Takanu and China Samoru. All of them should be held responsible. If you know Butuso, call him right now and tell him that he needs to retreat. Because if anything happens to those men, if anything happens, in fact, we have come to the final stage. They want to set a black on black, it's like a black on black crime. They want to set the people against the people. That is what they are using Butuso to do. I want, if you know Butuso, send this message to him and tell him to bring back our men. Because if anything happens to them, he will pay dearly. He will pay dearly. Thank you all.
Hello, my people. I salute you wherever you are. I salute you wherever you are. Thank you very much for joining me. I salute you. Thank you very much for joining me. Of course, you know that our media awareness has taken a new shape. Everybody can
look at these comments from Kwan Ayero Areyono. Say, Simon is the man. He understands the concept of freedom fighting. Please, what is your input than comment online to constitute nuisance? Which nuisance? Which nuisance? That is what we are talking about. Nepotism, hypocrisy, sentiment in favor of Simon Ekpa and autopiloters. And this man must be a member of the autopiloters. What is the nuisance that I am constituting, as I come online to tell you the lies, the deceptions, the arrala, nke furu elu na nke pụrụ eze ala of the autopiloters, of the rest of the people. While you should be applauding me and giving me your support, you are supporting the wrong people as a result of your sentiment, your gullibility, your ignorance, your idiocy, because you do not have the right concept. You do not have the concept of freedom fight. If you have the right concept of freedom fight, you should be the one investigating Simon, investigating Nelly, investigating Nsima, those who are rubbishing the Biafra struggle, deceiving you, manipulating you, because I refuse to offer myself to the continuation of their manipulation. When you should be attacking them, you are hereby sentimentally attacking me. You see, look at another of his statement. He said, Raf is talking about to Raf Echamaka Ajero. He said, Raf, you go from platform to platform that have 5 people and saying all sorts of rubbish. You see, this man is upset. So the rubbish, the supposedly rubbish, makes you upset. Say, you have reduced yourself so low that you are irritating. Good luck. Go and cry for yourself. Maazị Raphael Achemeka Ajero does not mind you because he knows you are a hypocrite and a son of hypocrites like Simon Ekpa. Mr. Man, you have no content. Imagine you are just 7 people. So you are just 7 people here every day. Please, it's a buy this noise making. Thank you. I have chased you away with the noise making and whatsoever. You say it is 7 people. After the program, I will see how many people. And I know certainly even as you are talking, it is not actually 7 people. It had been more than that. Go and look, check the previous videos I make, whether they are always 5 and 7 people. So do you think you can discourage me from doing what I am doing? You are not born yet. Simon Ekpa is not born yet. Nelly, your goddess, is not born yet. You can, I tell Biafrans, if it is to talk, none of you can talk more than me, and you can never discourage me. Rather, I will discourage you. You have no point. You have no reason. It is out of as a result of your upset. Did I invite you here? But I will not block you. I will not block you. But I prefer you stay and keep commenting, and while I keep making you upset, and I will keep making you upset to the extent that the time will come when you, the autopiloters, will begin to fight among yourself. When you can, when you run short of what Evangelist Imakalo, aka Ahuche Ndenso, Nkenkenyi na-achọ igwe enyi ọsọ, obere agụ na-eyi ọdụm egwu. Small body no be sickness. O ji eziokwu emeri ọgụ n'ụwa niile. O ji saga edozi obodo. Saga ndozi obodo ka m na-agba. Gwa m na nna tell me that I run saga. Yes, saga ndozi obodo. Nation building saga. I am a nation builder. Na-agba saga ihe a na-adị mma. Oh, I am a member of the IPOB Truth Bearers. So we are strong. We are few. And we are the genuine few. We don't want compromised people. We don't want people like Nelly Ofebu. We don't want people like Simon Ekpa. We don't want the autopiloters who are hypocritical, who are nonsensical, who are so deceitful liars everywhere. We don't want you. You are not qualified to be our members. That is the reason we cannot. That is the reason we cannot accept you. Okay, say wash. Say wash hand. Wash. Hey, tell him to go and wash hand. Smart answers. Thank you, my brother Christian Edward. These are the people who actually want the good for the Biafrans. They are the Christian Edward. Want the good for the Biafrans. When someone says the truth, he supports the truth. And no matter who tells the lie, he stands against the lie. Look at them. They are running the autopiloters. From 10 it was before, it is now 4. The autopiloters have run, and it is the realists that remains in this program. Let them go. Other people will join. So I will pieces all of you, the autopiloters. naked. The greatest mistake Simon Ekpa had ever made in this struggle is to go and lie, begin to lie and forge allegations against me. That is his greatest mistake. And I will hang on that lie. I will dismantle him. I will dismantle Nelly Ofebo. All of you, that is all of your effort must be brought to accountability. They must be exposed. The world will come to know who you are, you bunch of hypocrites, liars, deceitful liars, duping Biafra people. Where is the 744,000 US dollars in your custody? Do you think we have forgotten about it? We are still waiting for the accountability of that money from the autopilot. So let me not keep wasting my time for these people, so the program will keep progressing. Let us hear from this another Ekperima, Nsima, Nsobong, all of them, the autopilot cabal who duped the Biafrans, making money out of the Biafra struggle for themselves. In the guys, look at his background. Idu, blue, white, and the yellow. Idu, but using Biafran names to make money. That is what you want us to continue, and you want us to keep silent. Why you keep selling our people? Why you keep saying? And this is about the sue against Simon Ekpa and the Autopiloters sponsoring terrorism in BIAFRALAND. What are you talking about it? What do they do with the money they extort from the Biafrans?
I see what is going on right now. I don't think there is anybody that is going to say you do not understand what we have been saying for a very long time. But it's very unfortunate that the life of our people are involved. You can see, you can hear, you listen very well to what Dr. Nelly has been saying, what Dr. Nelly has said. I don't know who is Butuzo, whether Butumbunuso or Butuzo. I don't know who is Butuzo. But I believe the message has been very, very clear. Anybody that knows Butuzo, Emmanuel Kanu, and their group, these are the people that are using the army to be killing us. Are you getting it now? So you can see that it's not even the Janjaweed people that are killing us. They are using our own brothers and sisters to be killing us. And it's high time that we begin to do something differently. That is why our own media awareness, you're going to see a lot of changes right now. You're going to see a lot of changes in the way we do our broadcasting, because they now know that there's nothing else they can do. They now understand that they cannot win.
What the autopiloters do this time around is framing people up, and targeting and beginning to kill them. That is what they are doing. What is their evidence? And using my own case as a classical example, they framed me up, claiming that I do people online by transacting with them to get them visa for travel while I make money out of them, which is a lie. Absolutely lie. Indefensible lie. A whole Simon Ekpa being pushed around by all those witches and wizards in the form of women surrounding him. Simon Ekpa is no longer himself. Simon Ekpa is being controlled by those women, and they push him, they persuade him to take some actions which he should not take if he is really on his own. And from other news, we hear our sister Lisa saying that he has some voice notes of where Simon Ekpa is being threatened that if he fails to comply to the biddings of his mistresses, then they will treat his fuck up. That is, they will deal with him. Biafra Child is still saying a similar case, and I have not forgotten that Prince Darlington had announced that he is waiting at to the appropriate time. He will come out to flog, not just to talk, to flog Simon Ekpa with exposés. So can't you reason over this? And the same people are still telling you, Emmanuel Okano, Butuzo, all these people are responsible for killing our people. All those, because they want to distract you from focusing to questioning them for their evil activities. They want you to forget about them and begin to blame others. That is psychological distraction. Blame game. Adam, where are you? Say, Lord, I see that I'm naked. Is it what you are asked? The next Adam, why have you eaten the fruit? Have you eaten the fruit? He said, the woman you gave to, blaming it on the woman, blaming it on God who gave him the woman. Did God do him any evil? Common instruction: do not eat this fruit and live well with me. Any day you eat this fruit, you begin to have problem with me. Why didn't Adam comply to that simple instruction? He had rebelled and blaming his rebellion on God and the woman that God has given to him. Eve blaming it on the Satan. Adam says it is Eve. Eve says it is Satan. But did that exempt them from the God's judgment? The answer is no. The best thing is do not rebel. Do not engage yourself into that crime. Stop playing blame game. This autopilot mafias, autopilot witches and wizards. Nelly Owummiri, Owa Sophia, the worshipper of ancestral demons. All of the occultic people gathering themselves together, claiming to be autopilot, whatever. God will judge all of you. God will judge all of you because indeed you are the people. You are the people causing the problem. Where is the money you are raising? And Owasefia is the person who has told us that Simon Ekpa make money with Biafra struggle. Biafra child Mwachineke had also said it. And I will go back to go and listen to that video to see the content of that video. Why don't you question these people? Why must you come to attack me? Why must you come to oppose me? What have I done wrong to you? Have I done you wrong by telling you the truth, by educating you, by leading you on part of this salvation, the path of liberation you are looking to, pulling you out from the track of the autopiloters who are leading you to distraction, and you are here attacking me when you should be cheering me up, when you should be supporting me, when you don't you think that this channel is supposed to be well equipped with quality gadgets to equip it so that my programs will be more qualitative, and the realities coming out from this program will be more qualitative. Do you know the price, the sacrifice I am making here for the love of my people, for the love of freedom, for me not to allow the Acans among us, the thieves disguising themselves as messiahs among us, to sell out the Biafra struggle, to end Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legacy? They will tell you they are autopiloters, they are protecting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legacy, and they offer you Idu. Is Idu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legacy? They will tell you they are protecting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legacy. They will come back to tell you, forget Biafra and accept Idu. While for real, they are destroying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legacy. And you want me to be like you? Why don't you be like me and be challenging these people, asking them questions, bringing them to accountability, and rather than them frustrating us, why not we joining hands together to frustrate them because they are evil, they are liars, and they are deceitful? So let us keep listening to Nsima Nse Obong with his lies, with his deception, because he is a mafia, one of the mafias of the autopiloters, liars. All those people whom Satan has spitted into their mouth, and they lie, begin to lie more than Satan himself.
Autopilot has come to replace the criminal POS, and there is nothing they can do. The only option that they have right now is to join the Janjaweed people and be killing us. You see what is going on right now. They are using our own brothers and sisters to be killing us. Butuzo and Commander and number one, I don't understand what you guys are doing. Because when you think that you have been given small power because you're a commander, They'll give you some more power and then you abuse it. Your time has come to an end. That is as simple as that. For the fact that you are the one that has been helping the Janjaweed people to slaughter our people in different places, in Ihiala or Lu or Su, many places, Uli, Ihiala. We have been hearing the bombardment that has been taking place. Will you have thought about it? That how can the Janjaweed people have power to come to our land to be clean up?
Another frustrated man.
That
so Armstrong
brother and sister, that is the informant.
Where did you come out from?
The bush, giving direction, showing the way on how they can invade our land, invade our camp, our ESN.
Are you really in this struggle and you don't know where I come
they
from?
They can now understand that the people know the truth. We are not following the criminal.
Who told you that the OS sent me?
Criminal POS. All of them have been busted, and the people now know the truth. Nobody's listening to the wicked commands of the POS. Everybody is sitting at home. It's been 1 year, almost 1 year now, since the criminal POS have been writing memos and telling people to not sit at home. But our people see the need to sit at home. Nobody's enforcing anything. Now, what they have decided to do is to join the Janjaweed to be killing us. Is that not wonderful? Is that not beautiful? You used to read about it in the book. It's not that you are reading about now. It's no longer book now. You are no longer reading the book. It is happening to you live and direct. And guess what? The media in Nigeria is not reporting it. The Zoo media is not reporting it. They are only telling you unknown gunmen. We saw a video this morning where Hopeless Usodinjo, the Supreme Court administrator in Imo State, was saying that it is the politicians fighting themselves. You know, that is not the truth. Whether politicians fight is not the truth. The truth is that it is Hopeless Usodinma that is inviting the army to be invading our communities. They have, for the past how many months, they have been looking for a way to crush ESN. That is what is happening. They have been looking for ways on how they can crush the ESN, but they are not able to crush it. And even this one they are doing is dead on arrival. They cannot crush ESN. They cannot do anything to ESN because ESN has been ordained to protect and defend our land. You see? So when Hopeless Usodinjo came online and said, oh, it is the politician.
Simon Ekpa is the boss of the betrayers, the boss of Biafra struggle hijackers, the boss of the Iduists, the boss of the hypocrites, the boss of the nepotistics, those who see good and call it evil and see evil and call it good, the boss of those who focus in talking about the evil of others and covering the evil of the Autopiloters mafias. Is it not? Is that not what the kind of boss Simon Ekpa is?
It is the same man that is the one inviting the army. It is the same man that is the one bringing the uniform men to our land to be killing us. And then he's trying to cover up. Just like the same thing that they cover up. They cover up and say it was headers clash and farmers clash, whatever, crisis.
You are the evil, Inyima. That is an evidence that you are still under mental slavery. Because as you see the naked truth and you see the evil playing before you and you call the good evil and evil good, that is how you keep enslaving yourselves. And your type are the problems, their type are the reason our freedom is delayed. Because while we try to liberate all of us, you prefer that we remain under slavery as a result of your mental slavery. What contribution have you ever made? You are ignorant of that. Just look at only on one of my videos, the video I am making now. Look at how upset you are. Look at how effective it is to you and the rest of the autopiloters. Go through my channels go through my channels, go and begin to listen to my videos one by one. This is treasury of excellent knowledge. Do you know, do you think I give it that title for nothing's sake? Ihima Biafra Treasury of Excellent Knowledge. Here you will get the level of knowledge, the level of truth you cannot get elsewhere. And as a channel, this is the channel, the greatest channel in the Biafra struggle because of the whole Simon Ekpa has nothing against me than to go and fabricate lies, cheap propaganda. Cheap propaganda. Simon Ekpa, after listening to all of my videos, he has no single point against me. Then Nelly of Webo push him, Uwasofia, the rest of them, in collaboration, they push him to begin to forge allegations against him. And I have laid cost on Simon Ekpa and his generation and everybody, all of them supporting him. He must pay dearly unless he comes out publicly to apologize to me. That is the beginning of the downfall of Simon Ekpa. And I promise him I will hang on that lies until his dignity, prestige, everything that makes Simon Ekpa will begin to diminish little by little, stage by stage, and you see him becoming absolutely irrelevant. After making my video, let him come up and debunk me because he has no point against me. He will only lie while I will return to debunk his lies, and people will continue to see him for whom he really is. It is not all about getting support from every corner, from the politicians everywhere, making people to believe he is real, while he is actually an agent to come and hijack and destroy the Biafra struggle, to hijack and destroy every legacy Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has set up, while he is busy pointing accusing fingers on the rest of others. Say, our Igbo men are our problems in this struggle. Young man, we are not stupid anymore. We know that we know that truth, and we stand by the truth. Yes, we know the truth. These are the realists. These are the realists. When you hear the truth, stand for the truth, stand with the truth, and you see our freedom coming. The evil people will begin to run, they will begin to give excuses and run away from the struggle, while the real people take dominance. That is what I am here doing. But you do not understand because you love slavery, or perhaps you have anything you get from the deal they are doing. Say you are very sick, career agitator. And that is like a father, like son, like Simon Ekpa, like Armstrong Onwuka. That is the lies and deception, forgery of Simon Ekpa. So I am not surprised that you have said this. So you guys never come with any proof. Stark illiterate. Okay, stark illiterate. When you have nothing to say against me, you begin to say anything that comes up from your mind. That is because you have been frustrated, and I will keep frustrating you, and I will never block you. I will never block you. I will continue to dismantle you little by little. So while you keep commenting, I will begin to expose the hypocrisy of the autopiloters. If you see 10 comments in my comment section, 8 of them always be Simon Ekpa's fighters who come here to display their idiocy, believing they are actually doing the needful, while you keep on mediocritically, hypocritically, nepotistically, and sentimentally supporting Simon Ekpa and Nelly Owumiri, while they keep sabotaging and selling out the Biafra struggle. You are part and parcel of the problem. So I don't understand you at this. I don't understand your English here. So I don't write in shorthand. Write it fully. Let me understand. Say the enemies of Biafrans are in the chat section attacking you for saying the truth. That is it, Christian Edward. Thank you for telling them the truth. And they will begin to hate you. They will begin to hate you. They will hate you for speaking the truth. That is the challenges we are facing. Who am I? A whole Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. All of the truth. Have I labored 1/10 of everything that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu labored in the struggle? Yet they sold him out. So who am I? If they insult me, is it a big deal? And do you think your insult can touch me? Don't mind them. Don't mind them, my brother Christian Edward. Don't mind them. Let them keep attacking me. They don't know they are fooling themselves. If after attacking me, go and get your freedom. Is it after attacking me then you get your freedom? Why can't you think? Does the attack contribute to getting the freedom? What is the importance of this your attack? Discouragement. That is the only thing you produce. Ndishoji. You are your own problem. You are your own problem. Ndishoji. Ndishoji. Mental slavery. The emancipation of Africans, of the Biafrans, will begin as soon as they liberate themselves from their mental slavery. You support your oppressors and you fight against your liberators. That is the reason you remain in slavery. Anytime you realize this truth I am saying here and put it into practice, you see your freedom approaching. You are only liberating your pockets. No one is listening to you. But you are here listening to me. Can't you see how foolish you are? No one is listening to me. But you are one person listening to me. Even if no other person, you are here listening to me, fighting for my pocket. That is the allegation of the autopiloters. You have nothing against me. You can only lie. You propagate. You do everything. Tomorrow you see me here, and out of annoyance you will come. But one thing I will not do to you is I will not block you. I will, if it is other people that will block, I will not block you. But you cannot frustrate me in this my own channel. Rather, I will frustrate you, and you will run by yourself. You will run by yourself. You will run by yourself. I won't chase you out. And you cannot withstand the pressure of the quality of truth that comes out from Inyima Biafra Treasury of Excellent Knowledge. People run away from this channel because of the level of okpurukpu eziokwu nọ n'ime ya. Bụ nke ndị mmadụ na-aga egwusogide eziokwu na-eji apịa ndị mmadụ tali. I flog people with the truth, turning the world upside down with the truth. That is my motto. Evangelist Inyima Kalo, Inyima Biafra Treasury of Excellent Knowledge. That is where you are, and where the truth is being spoken without regard, without sentiment, without nepotism, without consideration, without hypocrisy, without minding, looking at any face or fear or favor. That is where it happened. And that is the reason people are not satisfied. Because among humanity, the people who are real in life, the realists in life, are not up to 10%. That is the reason we live in a chaotic world where everything is all about survival of the fittest. The less privileged are oppressed, while the rich keep oppressing them and getting away with it. That is what you have come to say no with as a people. When outsiders enslave us, then we stupidly allow our own indigenous people to also enslave us. That is what they are doing, and we must not allow them to continue with it. If your video is not affecting me in any negative or positive way, my brother, I am only telling you that you are a criminal, friend to a criminal like Raphael Chiamaka Ajere. I want to laugh at you in a Latin language. But, you know, I thought no aga konwa imara mama ha se aga sa ahụ. Ike ọgụgụ nwata. Ike ọgụgụ nwata ya mgbe ọbụla mmadụ ligidere ọgụ ike agwụ ya ebido ha aja. Ebido ha aja. Ike ọlụgwụ nwata ya ebido ịlụ ọgụ agụwa ya. That is the state of the observer. Armstrong Onwuka, I tell you, illiterate no be small. Armstrong Onwuka, I tell you, illiterate no be what kind of illiterate? Can you define illiterates, or can you define illiteracy? What is illiteracy? Illiteracy is lacking the knowledge or in any aspect of oppression or whatever that is going on. Do I seem to you that someone who is ignorant of the whole thing? I am here lecturing you, telling you the truth that is hidden from you. You have been listening to Simon Ekpa for years. You have been listening to all of them, but they have been lying to you, deceiving you, and you never can decode them. But I have come here to help all of you out. Are you not ashamed? Just look at the comment that tells you what you are. And that tells you that all the autopiloters are here to stop the progress of the emancipation, but they are all failures. They are all failures because all of the people commenting negatively here are the autopiloters. If I go and sleep, Jare, you got no content. Oloshin, you got no content. Then how do you know? Why do you say I should go and sleep? Because you are tired. Because you are tired, you can not withstand the pressure you can see here. I keep debunking all of you. Olobrukutin, Omo. I don't understand Yoruba, so I can't reply to that. You see, look at the people calling someone illiterate. You want to ask me, where are you? And because you have written an incorrect sentence, just a short sentence, you cannot write. You say, where are you? This where should have an apostrophe S in front of the first E. Where even it can't. It should be where are you? If it is not even correct, where should be WHERE. Then are you? Then if you want to write it, with as a combination, it should be WHERE. Then apostrophes, then arrow E. That is where you. Where you. So I am here teaching you on how to just write a simple sentence, and I will not respond to you. You should go back to class to go and learn first. Then you come back to me. You are calling me an illiterate, but you are here displaying your illiteracy. Umokoko, ndị Simon Ekpa jikwara ngwa ọrụ na-agba egusi. Say, I don't stop anyone, but I want to know that truth. Simon Ekpa talk with evidences. Where is your evidences about Simon Ekpa? Yeah, then go and watch my part 1 and part 2 of debunking Simon Ekpa's cheap slanders against me. Go and watch it. Watch so many other videos. Any video I make against Simon Ekpa, just the way I am doing here, the evidences is the lies he tells while the video is in progress.
Remember how they told us it was headers clash and farmers clash. Headers and farmers clash. Today, has the story changed? Is there anybody telling you about headers and farmers clash anymore? The story is no longer there because they know that they have been busted. Everybody knows that there's nothing like headers, Fulani headers and farmers clash. No, it is the earthly cleansing. It is the Fulani war that they are bringing to our land, but they are able to succeed in doing all these things because of people like Obles Usodinjo, because of people like Emmanuel Kanu, who is now living in a hotel in Abuja, rented by or paid by a Fulani Janjaweed government for him. And his brother is in DSS Donjon. He is enjoying himself in a Fulani hotel somewhere in Abuja. Are you getting the point? Butuzo, I don't even know who it is. Even from the name, you know that it's an idiot. What is Butuzo? Stupid people that I've never seen. Because of money, they are selling out their brothers and sisters. Because of money. Because of money. Because of money. Can you see the history? Are you going to see how the history is going to look like? That once upon a time, in the history of our liberation, that your own brothers and sisters, they were part of the people who work with the Janjaweed to kill us. The story has never changed. It has always been like this. Have you ever seen any Janjaweed in our land? No. It is your own.
Look at another of their incorrect English. Evangelist my foot. That's how you false. Just look at his incorrect English. That's how you false. And that's how you false people deceives the gullible. The other one, do you want to write evergreen here or what? I don't understand your incorrect English, and that's the reason I won't respond to you. He has written what he has written before and still make another mistake. Say, where you are a madman. Say, where are you? At me, where are you? Can't even write correctly. Where are you? Where are you? Can't write it, so I will respond to it. Still making the mistake. Where are you is different from where ni. I don't understand it. I won't respond to it. So write a correct English. Look at is it Olebudora or something like somebody like that laughing at you. So look at it. Look at how you are discussing yourself. Coming here to call someone an illiterate when you cannot even make a simple sentence.
Brother that is doing it. Professor Solunjo came. Is the same thing. We don't know what they give to them. It's like they no be juju be that. Somebody say no be juju be that. Eh? And now this man who has never done miracle to save his people. What's his name? What are they call him? Suleiman. Suleiman, who has never done miracle to save the people, who has never, is it miracle? Did I even say miracle? Suleiman is now having mouth to open his mouth as if it's not part of the problem that we are having in our land. Are you getting the problem now? Causing like a divide and rule, enmity among God, so that we'll start fighting ourselves. Why just few percent of these people that is not even up to 1%, they are the cause of our problem in our land? Can you now understand that we should declare these people wanted, enough is enough? How can these people will be walking freely in our land? How can Hopeless Usodinjo will be? I saw Hopeless Usodinjo in a church. He made a comment in a church and people were listening to him. Without the people knowing that the problems that they are praying for in the church is the man standing in front of them. They think they scatter my head. That is why we are saying that our media is going to change. Trust me. It is war on the criminals in our land who are bringing the Janjaweed to come. We are going to label them. We are going to declare them wanted. Hopeless Usodinjo is wanted in our land. Soludo is wanted in our land. What is it? Butuzo or rubbish nonsense name is wanted. All of these people should be wanted in our land. Hopeless Usodinjo was in a church, making a statement. We have the video. Making a statement in a church, and people were sitting down and watching him. We even saw the army in between the church congregation, sitting everywhere. Foolish people, including the people sitting there and watching Hopeless. So you guys are foolish. The man who is killing you is in front of you, telling you nonsense, and all of you are sitting down saying amen. I heard they were saying amen. I hear they were saying amen. I hear them saying amen in a church. The man causing your problem is in front of you. Stupid Hopeless Usodinjo.
The game the Autopiloters play in the medulla oblongata of the Biafrans is what Nsima is doing here. While we are talking about their own criminality, they are talking about the criminality of the politicians, of which we know quite well that those people are the outright criminals. Biafra will say, yes, they are doing the expose. Oh, all this, all that. But they will end up not doing anything to all those people who oppose on the Masuludo they are talking about. And they may end up working with them. That is the tricks you people don't know. Bring your comment. I will respond to you. Say, my first time listening to you for the past 20 minutes here, I haven't heard nothing about how to free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. All I hear about is Ekpa this, Ekpa that. Come up with your plan, and I am waiting to hear you. My plan is to first of all dismantle the criminal Simon Ekpa, Nsimansi Obong, Nelly Owumiri, or witchcraft. All of them, all of the people sabotaging the Biafra struggle internally, and all of the criminals, the domestic criminals in IPOB, all of those sabotaging the program, Biafra struggle. Because if you make the mistake of getting with another plan without dealing with these people first, these people will sell you out to the politicians. You will lose yourself and you will not be sure of releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But when we do away with the lies, hypocrisies, and the manipulations of these people, you see them when they cannot progress to deceiving the Biafrans. You see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release becoming nearer and more effective. And that is the only time any plan I have for that will be effective. But if I venture to project any plan now, because they have hijacked the financial power, they have hijacked the economic power, they have hijacked, I mean the Autopiloters, they have hijacked the crowd, I mean the multitude. So they have the majority of the supporter. They have hijacked the economic power, and they may equally have hijacked the political power if they are actually working with the politicians. All these things are the things you need to put in order first before you begin to execute any of your plan. If not, if you venture present any plan, they will destroy the plan and set you up to be killed by the enemies while they keep progressing with their evil. Do I answer your question correct? Yes, everybody who has his own topic. Simon Ekpa is my only topic at the moment, so that I will liberate you from Simon Ekpa's captivity. So I am just here helping you, but you will not realize the importance of the help I am offering to you. But at the appropriate time, you will come to realization. That is what I assure you.
Oh my God. Yes, our media awareness is changing. Trust me, guys. I believe there's no need of talking too much. We know who is killing us now. Everybody can now see. Have you not seen the latest by Emmanuel Kanu? Because Emma Powerless is Emmanuel Kanu. Let nobody deceive you.
It is a lie.
Emma Powerless is Emmanuel Kanu.
No. The Autopiloters want to set Emmanuel Kanu up. I have been telling you he is not Emmanuel Kanu, but you are imposing that name on him. Emma Powerless, look at the people who claim to be speaking for the Biafrans, and they don't know who is who. They don't know who is who. Emma Powerless or Emma Powerful is the IPOB Media and Publicity Secretary, a different person from Emmanuel Kanu. Emmanuel Kanu is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's younger brother, who always visits him in the court any day he appears in the court. While Emma Powerful or Emma Powerless is a different person from Anambra State, while Emmanuel Kanu is from Abia State. So this is to tell you how far they can go to merchandising their ignorance, or he knows it quite well, but they have decided to begin to frame Emmanuel Kanu up. So when you talk about Emma Powerful, they will compel you to believe that Emma Powerful is Emmanuel Kanu when he is not the Emmanuel Kanu indeed. That is the lies and deceptions, the hypocrisy or the ignorance of the Autopiloters, whom the Biafrans have mistakenly relied upon to lead them, while they are leading Biafrans astray.
He is the one that is writing all kinds of memos every time. Emma Powerless is the one writing all kinds of memos every time, telling us all kinds of nonsense. Emma Powerless. Emma Powerless that is writing that memo, that I just wrote another memo today, is Emmanuel Kanu. Emmanuel's power, Emma Powerless. Is Emmanuel Kanu. He is the one writing memo. is the one writing memo, listing the names of our youth in our community. What does that mean? Is this not another confirmation that they are working with the one Nigerian government to kill us? This is another confirmation that they are working with the Nigerian government to kill us. Did you not see the memo? They list all the youth. Before they used to come on Radio Biafra, we fired them. Chikansa used to come on Radio Biafra and be calling our name, the names of the ESN on Radio Biafra. Today, Emmanuel Kanu, who is Ima Powerless, is now mentioning the names of our people on a memo. Who is he giving that memo to? Who is he writing the memo to? Who is he listing the names of the youth in our community to? He is working with the one Nigerian government. You understand me? He is working with the one Nigerian government. This is the situation that we are talking about. And the truth has to come out. You understand me? The truth has to come out, guys. We are live and direct on Nsima Radio. We are live and direct on the Do Community Radio.
Say no, your plans don't make sense to me. How long will MNK waste in the zoo? He will waste as long as you keep blaming me for speaking the truth and keep protecting Simon Ekpa and the rest of the Autopiloters cabal who keep lying to you and deceiving you, because they are the people delaying Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's release, while we who are working to dismantle them so that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be released, you are here blaming us. So Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will stay there as long as you keep blaming us. But when you support us, you see the release coming.
102.2 FM. And the message they are bringing to you this evening is not a day of happiness. It is not a day of happiness. It is a day where we see our own brother and sisters being the one working for the Janjaweed to kill us. Do you think that those people deserve to be alive? I'm asking you. Do you know the number of people that have been killed? I just gave you the announcement now by our own queen, Dr. Nelly. I'm going to play that announcement again so that our people will be at alert. Today, we saw how they invaded our communities in Anambra, Imo, Enugu, everywhere. They invaded our community. Who made it possible? Hopeless Usodinjo and Professor Warren Governor Soludo. We saw how they invaded Amakutu in Uli. Iyala local government. Today, this evening, this morning, the way they are arresting and kidnapping our youth, abducting our youth, killing our youth. Who made it possible? Soludo. Today, Amakutu in Uli, Iyala local government. Everywhere they're kidnapping our people. We are sending a very strong message to our people to be at alert, because these people, they think that coming to kill us will give them, will stop ESN or will stop people from sitting at home. Is a very big lie. It's not going to stop us. It's not stopping anybody. It's our freedom is secure. Our freedom is sacrosanct, and there's nobody that can stop us. I'm going to play this announcement again from our queen, because I think it's very, very important announcement. Our people need to know what is going on.
Hello, everybody. This is Nelly Idu Afebu. Today is April 19th, 2022. I just want to alert everybody. I'm raising an alarm right now. In our two local government for a couple of days now, they've been slaughtering our people. They've been slaughtering our people. They've already killed more than 30-something people. And the boys in the bushes, the men in the bushes, have been so eager to go and work. But Butuzo are number one, cage them. Butuzo are number one, cage them, and refuse to allow them to come out and defend our people. Butuzo are number one, make sure they slaughtered our men, our young men and women, our old men and old.
The voice note had already been played in the program, so to shorten the program.
Our own people.
Okay.
Fulani is killing us. We are releasing the men of our people to get killed. So The boys wanted to work. They told them it's too dangerous to go. But this evening, the tools are the agent of Tina Sanwo, the agent of the politician, the agent of Audrey Okan, released this man this evening. So how come that when all the Fulanis, all of them are there with their armor tanker, this evening with all the news that Fulani boy released, with everything going on, that is when Buchuzo decided to release this man. All the killing,
they made this video
all the
yesterday.
killings that took place, didn't let them go. They were so frustrated. Then this evening, when he already set them up to be killed, so that now we'll start talking about our men that were killed. You see how they are trying to divert the news. He released them. And that is why we need to hold them. It's time we need to rise up. We need to rise up because hello everybody. Enough is enough. We need to rise up. So if anything, they better go and come back safely. Because if anything happens to them, we know who to hold responsible. And enough of keeping quiet for China Sanwo and all these politicians. It's time for us to rise up. Because these are people's children. Some of these young men.
You people asking me about my evidence. What is Nelly's evidence? What is Ima's evidence concerning the allegations they are leveling on the DOS? I am not here to tell you that the DOS has been right all along, but what is their own evidence? And we have been hearing about China Sanwo setting people up doing this, doing that since 9 months ago. Yet they have not provided any undeniable evidences. So I don't know what's going on anymore. You see him, Ole Budora, see him, he is beginning to understand. That is the way I began to see it. I began to reason who are the people actually telling us the truth and who are actually lying to us. I have followed this program for so long before I finally began to identify some truths from the lies. Some of the people telling us the truth from those who are still lying to us. So that is how it goes. All of these things is as a result of the memo being served against them for raising funds with the name of ESN, IPOB, Biafra, Maze, Nnamdi Kanu. That is the reason of all this. So they come with their own counter allegation so that the Biafrans will be pinned down. All of us will be talking about the allegation and without holding anybody responsible. That is the system of the Autopiloters. But the clear evidence is that they respond with the name of Biafra, IPOB, and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is true we have heard about what is called passing of vote of no confidence, but in the actual sense, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not commit the Biafra struggle to the Autopiloters. And myself, I was a victim of mistakenly believing that they were actually, or they have been actually fighting to end the criminalities in the Biafra struggle, only to realize that that is not what they actually mean, but they only mean to hijack the criminality from the Biafra struggle. Let them be the people making the money out of the criminality rather than the other criminals are supposedly being the people making the money. So that is exactly what the Autopiloters are doing. Autopiloters are not actually fighting to restore Biafra. Rather, they are fighting to be the people hijacking the criminality to keep making, merchandising it, extorting money from Biafrans, using the name of ESN, claiming that they are in full control of the ESN, while they are not. And they are encroaching into the ESN without permission, without any approval from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, claiming they are fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu while they are building their IDU. So this is exactly what is going on. That's exactly what is going on. Yes, you may not understand the truth, I'm telling you, but the time will come when your eyes will begin to open.
And husbands, their parents, their dad and mom to somebody. These young men and women have children.
Money, money, money. Inima, why? It is because if you don't talk about it, they will use the money to sponsor your destruction. So, but if you don't give them the money, they cannot sponsor the destruction. The reason they will be progressing doing what they are doing is because of money. If you don't know it right now. I am out of here. Only God will judge everyone. Yes, my brother, but I will advise you to keep on following up so that you won't be kept out of information and you remain ignorant, absolutely, because one day you may be walking on the way, then people will just hijack you if you don't follow them up to know what is playing out. And they want people to get frustrated. That is a means to discouraging people and to succeed in ending the Biafra struggle.
They have parents. We can't let this continue. We can't let the people who have sold their souls to the devil continue to be among us. I'm doing everything to make sure they're exposed here. So even in the bushes, they have to be exposed. They have to be exposed. I'm going to keep on screaming until Butuzo is chased out of the bushes. He has to be chased out of the bushes. Butuzo.
All these people she is mentioning now are their targets. All these people she is mentioning now are their targets. And they are preparing the ground, preparing the mind of the Biafrans to support them to chase out these people. And in reality, these people will be the people hindering them from committing the atrocities. And if they venture penetrating the ESN camp, they will end up to go and kill those who are not obedient to them, tagging them the rebels and the evil ones, while protecting them, those who are in their custody, whom they will be using to keep on with the terrorism as having been leveled against them. So thorough investigation should be placed on these people, because as I am now, I believe, if not for any other person, Nelly or Febo will be working for the Nigerian politicians. Many of you will not realize it. And if ESN happen to crumble, everything about the Biafra struggle will be affected. Everything, because that is the stronghold of the Biafra struggle. And the Fulanis will overrun Biafra very quickly if the ESN crumbles. And that is what they are fighting tooth and nail. Then, if you tell me that Simon Ekpa is real and supporting Nelly Ofebo in this move, how are you sure that Nelly Ofebo is real? Can't you reason on your own? Can't you reason on your own? You know, you ask me about my evidence. My evidence is my proper reason. Bringing the fact from the fiction which you have believed without you realizing you are duped. That is exactly. So Clinton Ahronye is telling you that Nelly wants to murder Biafra. Yes, I concur with you. I concur with you. Nelly is the double agent in this struggle. By the way, Nelly used to campaign for PDP. Yes, by their fruit we shall know them, because what they told us initially is no longer what they are doing now. Ima, you know the truth in this Biafra agitation movement, but you have chosen the path of lies. Very, very sad. Honestly, I feel sad for you. that is your own opinion. And why you say so is because you have locked your mind to be rational, to reason. Can what I am saying be actually the truth? Then ask yourself, why can't you investigate Simon Ekpa to know if there is any atom of truth in what I am saying against him? Why can't you investigate Nelly? Why can't you investigate Owasefia? Why can't you investigate all of them? If they are real with Biafra struggle, why do they support Nelly to be telling us that Biafra is a cause, Biafra is a lie? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu had already offered himself to die so that we can have our freedom. And that freedom she's talking about is not about our Biafra freedom, but our Idu freedom. And you cannot reason. Very myopic set of people coming to my comment section to be distracting me, but I will keep responding to you so that you get sense. If you don't get sense with soft hand, you get it by force. I will treat you like one of my teachers in the primary school, in my primary school days. One of the teachers like that. If you are a block brain and you belong to her class, you must acquire a little knowledge. Because if you cannot learn it by simple explanation, he will impose it by caning you, giving you some kind of discipline, comporting you, even denying you of going out for break for not passing a simple assignment. Then you force yourself to learn, at least to learn. It is not that everybody will have the same understanding, but you have a little knowledge of whatever that is being taught to you. No, you lost your mind. You lost your mind. You lost your mind. Absolutely. You lost your mind. If you cannot ration. The same Nelly, the same woman telling you to eradicate Biafra, to forsake Biafra, to do this, adopt to Idu. Why are you still talking about Biafra? Why have you not changed properly to Idu if you are sure that what they are doing is good? And why haven't you asked yourself, why is Simon Ekpa supporting the Idu of issue, endorsing Idu, and they can never tell you anything wrong about the Iduism and the Nelly supposedly cancellation of Biafra and replacing it with Idu, all of them backing it up? Why can't you ask yourself this simple question? What is the secret of this Idu? That is the question. It is a strategy. Autopilot is established to hijack Biafra struggle. If you don't know it now. You may not agree with me, but a time will come when you come to the realization of the truth that I am here unveiling to you. What do you have to say about the names called out in the Radio Biafra for Zoo to murder? I did not listen to that broadcast, and also I am not sure of that. I am not also sure of that, so I cannot justify them for mentioning those names. Neither should I condemn them without awareness, because I did not listen to that broadcast until I have my time to go and listen to it. Maybe some other time I will make a video with it. The observer, please don't lose your mind. Do you see? Don't lose your mind. Be rational. Be rational. I am not here to take side with anybody, but I am here to setting the record straight for us to actually reason on our own. Don't compel Nelly to design for you how you should be reasoning. Don't let people control your mind. Reason on your own. Don't let them compel you to reason the way they want you to reason. Rather, you should reason the proper way you should reason. Ask questions. Ask them questions. Ask questions regarding questions regarding their previous and their current actions in comparison. The same people telling you Idu, they are still interfering in the Biafra issue, and interfering that is violently being very hostile regarding the Biafra issue. It is all about ending the Biafra struggle. It is all about ending the Biafra struggle. That is the question. They are no longer interested in Biafra. Why are they still so persistent to be talking about Biafra issue and only seeing the negativity of everything relating to Biafra? They can never tell you about any good thing regarding Biafra. It is only about the evil ones, the bad ones, not even actually bad ones, but the ones they forge by themselves and call it the bad ones. That is the only ones they will be talking. And if you keep supporting them, they succeed doing this. That is when you will know whom they really are. But I believe God will not permit them to succeed. But these people have come to dismantle everything Biafra. Nelly has said it openly. Nelly has said it openly, and you know it. Why can't you ask question, Nelly? Why are you still talking about Biafra? Why can't you concentrate on the Idu issue? Must you end Biafra to continue with Idu? Then ask her, why can't her end the Idu and carry on with Biafra, as she is still interested in the affairs of Biafra? She will only tell you, hey, Biafra is the wrong identity. It is Idu. That is why we must end it. And you stupidly help her to end it.
Has to be chased out of the bushes. Number one has to be chased out of the bushes in Imo State. When we come to Anambra, Sapele has to be chased out of the bushes. Udele has to be chased out of the bushes. Even in Janja, even though I'm not sure about him. But this in Anambra and Imo State, these four people need to leave. They need to leave. So that we'll figure out what we're doing. We'll figure out what is going on, what is wrong. They need to leave.
It's very unfortunate that, this is going on. And somebody's asking me, does it mean that Butuzo is immortal? How?
Exactly, that's my question. That's good question. What kind of voodoo is that? Where did the Fulani make that voodoo? We need to rise up and wake up. Where did Chinasa and the Fulanis and the governors, where did they do this voodoo? That is the big question. I didn't want it.
I'm not happy about it because we cannot allow this to happen anymore. We cannot allow it to happen anymore. Even the same way we are complaining of the Warang governors, we cannot allow it to happen anymore. The Warang governors are the ones killing us, bringing the army. Yet we will see them in marketplaces. We will see them in churches. We will see them in different functions, events. They are standing there and be talking. Our people are listening to them. Why? They are the ones causing their pains. The thing touched my heart. Why this can be happening? So I think we need to bring an end to it. We need to change our media awareness so that people will begin to see the enemies. People will no longer be comfortable with them. Emmanuel Kanu cannot be seen in public places. How? For what? When is the one bringing people and people beginning us? The hotel that he's staying, in the hotel that he's staying, he has the Fulani gave him security. Fulani is they are the ones being used by politicians to release this thing. He's there in Abuja in the hotel getting security. But it's time for our people to rise because there are people in Abuja too. Abuja is not under the sea. Some people know the hotel he's staying. It doesn't matter how many hotels he jump on. We have to rise up against this evil family. I keep telling you people, if we don't get rid of this, they will destroy all of us. As long as this family is concerned, Martin Nandikan, they are the ones holding Martin Nandikan. They are the ones killing our gallant men in the bushes. They are the ones making arrangements with the governors.
The same lie she has been telling since 5 months ago. Until now, she had not provided any tangible evidence about the evil of the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's families to destroying the Biafra struggle and killing the Biafrans. But she will keep telling you the same thing. Simon Ekpa will be shielding her. Nsima will be shielding her. The myopic followers of theirs in their thousands and in their millions will be shielding her. She will be controlling your mind. That is how, that is to tell you the level of low IQ, all of you supporting her are. But among the supporters, the cabal like Nsima, Simon Ekpa, the rest of, they are people of interest. They are interested. This is their venture. But you, who gains nothing from their activities, you keep supporting them. Why you will be, when you should be supporting us, who is telling you the truth? Who is telling you the truth? She has been she is programming your mind to hate the family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the core. And in the process, she will stay in America and program people who are in Biafra land to begin to hunt members of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's family. That is the program here. That is what they are displaying here. And all of his attacking dogs in my comment section will not reason it this way, will not ask her, where is your evidence? What crime did he actually commit? Being in the hotel in Abuja by Emmanuel Kanu can be for multiple reasons. It may be the place very closer to him to be visiting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the prison, or whenever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has to appear in the court, it should be easier for him to reach into Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But if actually he is working with the Nigerian politicians, where is the evidence? Where is it? The evidence is just Nelly Ofebu saying it. For example, if I say Nelly Ofebu is working for the Nigerian government, where is the evidence? I have no evidence for that. That is the truth of the whole matter. So it is a speculation. Her own is a speculation because that is what I think. And that is what had been rampant. Many other people have been saying it. And I cannot go and begin to campaign that Nelly Ofebu must be brought down because she is working for Nigerian government when I do not have any evidence. It doesn't matter whether 1 million people says it. Where is the evidence? Without evidence, it is still a speculation. So what people are saying against Nelly Ofebu for working for Nigerian government is not actually different from what Nelly Ofebu is accusing the family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the rest of the people with, without her providing any evidence. So Biafrans, why I'm telling you this, so that nobody will deceive you to engage into beginning to attack people without you having any evidence of their criminality. So play with consciousness, play with caution, and be very, very diligent in your dealing, because these people may persuade you and deceive you, lure you into achieving their aim, their selfish aim, while they go behind you and collect the money for the work you have done on their behalf without you knowing that you are being just manipulated and used against others. That is what is going on. They should come and account for the money they raise for in the name of ESN, Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Where are those money? What are they using it for? So rather than accounting, they are telling you this person is evil, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu family, they are satanic, they are this, they are that. You forget the real question you should be asking them and begin to be beat around the bush while they are distracting you without you realizing it. So I am here making you to remain focused, to make your mind be focused, to build in you a mental toughness, so that no matter what they say, you know how you should reason and the question to ask and what you really want. You don't let people choose for you what they want for you, but you stand on your ground to point out to what you want from the people. It's either they have it for you or they don't have it for you. Then you forsake them and try other people. your mind is intact, but you are being thwarted by Nelly. Look at what I am here telling you. There is freedom of religious. You do this and that, and for that you have accepted to replace Biafra with Iduism. That is how how Nelly had conditioned your mind, and you want to tell me that your mind is still intact. See. Nelly is ranting like never before because she is under pressure from her controls. Yes, if she doesn't achieve the mission of destroying Biafra, her days on earth will be numbered. Yes, the politicians will begin. That is the agreement. The politician will begin to hunt her. So she is the champion. The rest of them are in the same situation. The rest of them in the same situation. So the observers, I am just listening to him because he's making me laugh. Yes, thank you. People will have reason, and while you keep listening and laughing, you begin to grab some points. So it is important you laugh, because that is all you can get from the exposés. So you laugh now, but next time my exposés will continue to ring in your mind, and you begin to develop the psychological development in you will begin to take effect. Exactly. I am laughing hard here too, because Ijima is not telling me any truth at all. That is how you choose to, that is what you choose to say, and it is not what it really is. Christian Edwards Haba, I am not believing anyone. I work with evidences. Prove me wrong, and I will believe, and I will believe you. Period. That is it. Work with evidence. No matter, even if the whole IPOB comes to tell me Nelly is working for the politician, I have been hearing it. Bring your evidence. Bring your evidence. Evidence. And Nelly can never convince me to deal with anybody without her providing the evidence. So all these things are still speculation. Even if I meet Emmanuel Khan, I will still shake him. We hug as brothers. I would not even ask him about, this is what people are saying about you. When the person has not provided any evidence, I will not have that time. But I am here lecturing the gullibles for them not to be, not to be rashly zealous to engage into destroying those they should be protecting while they are being manipulated without them realizing it. Yes, so come with evidence and convince me, then I will believe. That is how it should be. That is how it should be. Just use your brain and education, time will tell, and deduction, time will tell. Yes, that is it. Use your brain, time will tell. Don't act in a haste. Let's keep watching. Keep your eyes on the ball. As events continue to unfold, we'll begin to identify, because just be recording. These are the essences of me having my program. As I record it, a time will come when she will tell another lie. I will come back to this particular program to replay, to prove her wrong. And that is the reason they hate me. That is the reason they hate me. What you said today, you may forget about it in the next 4 months, and you begin to lie. Then I'll come and compare the lie, the previous lie with the current lie, and it will become obvious to everybody. Christian Edward, you said Nelly used to campaign for PDP. Bring evidences, please. So that this is what we are talking. I have been hearing it, and it has not even interested me to know whether she was really a politician, but the majority. But if you ask me to defend it, I can defend it, and that is the reason I don't just capitalize on it, because I never knew her until she emerged. I knew Nelly when she emerged as the IPOB Fund and Assets Recovery leader. That is when I began to know her. I never knew her before. So for now, I will keep paying attention to the comments. at least we have got quality of interaction. So that I'll focus on the playing of the video for us to hear directly from the horse's mouth
and their Fulani masters
what they are saying.
To bring our men out to the slaughter. And we're going to rise up. I'm going to continue to scream until all of us wake up. We have to rise up. You know, sometimes I wonder how much they are giving them. Because I don't know if it's because of money. How much are they giving them? Did you hear Maxwell? Maxwell, just the one of the ones that claimed to be the lawyer, claimed that he got settled 5 million. 5 million. What is 5 million? That is settlement. Basically, that's how much they gave him. 5 million. What can 5 million buy? Zero. That's how cheap they make themselves. So if you're trying to figure out how much, it's not, I mean, how much will be enough to bring out your people and be slaughtering them? How much could have been offered to China Samuru, to Emmanuel Kanu, aka Fulani Boy, aka Mapawale? And we need to rise up. We need to see that Mapawale is powerful. That is dishing out memo. It's time to see him, to see his face. Because we can't let this family be running us like Mumu running us. So it's time people need to demand to see the face of the Fulani Mapawale. That media person dishing out media. This is the time to see his face. Because enough of this nonsense. Enough of the nonsense from this family. Enough of the nonsense from this family.
Okay. I can't give you any time frame for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's release. And if there shall be any time frame for that, that time frame should be revealed by the DOS or by the IPOB legal team, because these are the people who get closer to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu than me. So I am not in the right position to answer this question.
What? Which one is that? Yeah, let me call over Sophia to see if she can join us. Somebody said enough of these. When I finish talking, I will remove him from my page. He said we make too much noise and automaton with zero effect. Make idiot sitting down there doing nothing, commenting on my page. People like you. He's doing what he can do. I'm doing what I can do. What can you do? He's commenting on my page. That's the only thing he can do.
Nelly Saga.
Today we will not be able to. Now people are dying. You can't even do anything. You're here commenting.
Nelly Saga.
Yeah.
I go to
comment on my page.
No.
Wow.
Biafrans.
I mean,
Biafrans. At least
has come to pass.
I will not continue.
How Abga is speaking.
Asopia later appeared in the scenario
for IPOB. But okay, let me bring some of those things up now, because I think it's necessary. Our people, when we normally say it, our people don't used to believe. Today, Abga is speaking for.
Do you still believe in the criminals infested DOS? Your question. Well, I am neutral at the moment. I believe in the IPOB truth bearers. I speak the truth wherever the truth is being found, and I debunk the lies wherever the lies is located. So I cannot assure you that I believe in the DOS 100%, but I am watching. I am watching. So I am watching. If they do the good ones, I applaud them for that. But I am watching. So that is how I will give you the answer. So let the past be past according to me. But I begin now to judge people based on their current performances. So it should be the current performances of the DOS that should convince me to believe in them or to continue doubting them.
IPOB. Abga is speaking for IPOB. You see that? Abga is now working with IPOB. What does that tell you? There's a lot he has to tell you if you don't know. Abga is now working for
IPOB. You see that? IPOB filing of criminal charges against EPA. Welcome development, APGA. Do you now understand what we are saying? They are the one working together. You understand me? They are the one working together to be killing our people. IPOB, DOS. They are the one. Is it DOS or POS? Criminal POS. They are the one working together with the one Nigeria agencies. APGA is one of the one Nigeria agencies killing us. Just look at the headline coming from APGA. Our leader told us, when you see your enemy praising you, hey, when you see your enemy telling you, well done for what you are doing, you need to know that you have done something wrong. Can you understand now? You need to know that you have done something wrong. How can APGA will be the one, congratulating IPOB, the criminal POS, for writing rubbish and fake charges or criminal charges against Simon Ekpa? Do you see it? It's just, I just want everybody to understand that the issue that you are seeing going on right now is because of the criminal DOS. They have been busted, and they said that instead of them to join Autopilot, instead of them to join Simon Ekpa, that they're going to destroy everything. That is what they want to do. They think that they can destroy everything. They think that they can destroy everything. But look at it, how long it takes them. 8-9 months, they can't even destroy anything. We will still come back here to give you another good story. You know, it is sweet. When you start, it is sweet. You understand me? So
the political solution is
information everywhere where our problem is coming from.
So, the observer, do you see the reason? I don't know how authentic of the present. I don't know the authenticity of the presentation that APGA is the one speaking for the DOS or speaking for IPOB. The APGA can speak when the DOS never asked them to speak for them, or they may disguise themselves as if they are working with the DOS. It can equally be true. It can equally be true, but who knows? So I am not sure of this. Anybody, the APGA may one day get up and begin to write some junks and say that the DOS of IPOB, we congratulate you, we do this, we do that. It may be real that they are actually working with them, but it can be that the APGA decided to do it to make the people believe that all of us are working together when they are not. And that is the reason, until as events continue to unfold, we'll see people's performances to know whether we will believe them or not. And that is the reason it is very, very imperative that we should all be rational, removing sentiment, removing hypocrisy, removing betrayals of all sorts. So I will not continue to play it. Or Sophia, if you want, you go and listen to the video, because it is a very long video. It is a very long video. It is a very long video of the Iduist.
There is confirmation everywhere where our problem is coming from.
And I have just played it from his beginning to his 33 minutes. So by the grace of God, I will come your way anytime within this weekend, as we are entering the weekend. So I want to end the program right away for other important engagements. So may God bless you. May God bless you. Okay. God bless you, and goodbye to you also. So DOS and APGA are collaborating now. It's clear. I can assure you that. That is your opinion until you provide an evidence. So that is what we are talking about. So I am not outrightly defending the DOS, neither am I condemning them, but I am waiting for the evidence, either to commend them or to condemn them for taking that step until an evidence is provided. So I thank all of you who have made it to watch to listen, to attack me, and to commend me. All of you who have participated in this program, may God bless you as I hope to meet with you. I don't announce my time for program because I have no specific time for my programs. It depends on my daily engagement. But whenever you come across my program, then do join to learn more and more. Go to my previous videos to go and begin to really listen to them one after the other to grab some factual point that I make that will increase you to be reasoning in a higher capacity, so that people will not be continue to toss you around with every wind of doctrine. So God bless you, Christian Edward. God bless you, and thank you too. Until we meet again. Until we meet again. Bye for now. I remain your servant, Evangelist Inimakalo.